Okay, Tasha's here. Let me add her also to the stage. Hey, girl. Can't hear you, baby. Nope, can't hear you. So, Juan, there's probably going to be a couple more people on from the Miss and Struggle, and I think it's important for you to learn who we are.
Yes.
So we will let you know who we are. I mean, I think you know me. I'm Katrina, and I'll tell you a little bit about um, the reason why I am a member of the Missing Struggle. So, Kaya Taylor is my sister who went missing also from Hillsborough County. She was last seen by her mom on February 3rd of 2020, and February 6th, her car was found on the side of the road in Plant City, Florida. Um, when we got the information, we actually found out that Kaya's car was found running and abandoned on top of a railroad track.
Mm.
And a passerby called the police, and the police moved my sister's car to the side of the road where it sat for 3 days. They didn't run her tag. They didn't do an area search. They didn't call next of kin. None of that. So when you say Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office is not doing shit to help you, I understand that. I
Right.
totally understand that. So and I'm not afraid to tell anyone this. Kaya was a drug user. She was also dating a man that we now know is part of the Aryan Brotherhood, and she is mixed with black and white. So there you go. I know I haven't told you this, but I think it's very important that you know so you understand why I'm so passionate about what I do. And especially because you are looking for your sister, I'm looking for my sister, and they're both missing from Hillsborough County. Okay.
Wow.
So
That's
this is
crazy.
Tasha. Tasha, can you introduce yourself to Juan and let him know? Well, I mean, he knows you, but let him know a little bit about Matt. Can't hear you, baby. She's like, what the fuck? All right, so she's gonna come back and she's gonna go out and come back. Listen, I have to say this to you. I think it is so awesome that when I sent that link to you, I saw like clockwork. You are sharing it here, sharing it there, sharing it everywhere. And I'm looking at how many people are viewing right now, and most of them are your people. You got to tell them, shout out to them. Thank
No,
you. Thank you.
sister,
Thank you.
it's not even me. It's Gigi. It's like she is a person that everybody loves. She was welcome in everybody's house.
Oh,
Her mindset and her soul and every kid loved her. And she's making up games with nothing and have the kids running around and doing this, that, and they're just like having a blast. Like it's like hard to explain it, the impact that she's had in people's lives and the impact she's had in the kids' lives and how they're missing out and they're missing her so much and no one really knows like what happened.
that's amazing. That's amazing to see the love. Like right now, we're 4 minutes in, we've got 18 people watching. That doesn't happen on my lives very much. They kind of like drag in again. We're black people, and black people are always late, but we do show up.
Yeah, we do. You know,
Man, and there's like so many people like that are already like commenting and like, oh my God, this is amazing, Juan. Juan, this it you gonna make me cry. And your people that are
no,
following you, like
it's
for
fresh.
real.
It's real. Like it's my sister. Like it's all because of her. Like she really, really is missed. She's really like truly like, especially like all the nieces and nephews. Like I can't speak for the adults as much, even though I know what's up. But like I see the kids and they ask, and then birthdays and holidays. That's was her day. She's showing up with her little thing, her little game, and a little something not even real expensive, but boy, whatever it is, them kids love it. She know how to get their heart. And
That's
she
so
knows, she
cool.
always noticed. So that's why if anybody was to see her, if anybody was to run into her, you won't forget it. Like she's gonna be singing, she's gonna be rapping, her hands gonna be moving a lot probably because she's just like my knee moves a lot. We have the same kind of thing, so it's like you're not gonna forget seeing her. She's tattooed everywhere, and everything on her body has to do with music.
Okay.
Everything God or music, and she's super religious. She loves gospel music. She loves gospel music. Like she sings it all the time. So like it's
Oh,
like the the fact that she just like left and then no one knows where she's at and then no one's like because she doesn't have kids and because of her situation and then she has to see doctors and stuff, they like kind of like brushed it off, like because if it was
Mm-hmm.
me being a single
Yep.
dad that I raised my son, I would have been everywhere. They would have plastered my face everywhere because my son and but our kids, me and my sister's kids, are Gigi's kids.
yeah, yeah,
No ifs, ands. It doesn't matter that she doesn't have her own because our kids are her kids, and those
yeah.
kids are having that same impact because those
Mm-hmm.
they love her and she has an impact in their life and they listen to her and they follow her guidance. Because no matter what, my sister was going to college. She was super smart. And she has some stuff going on, but she never let that stop her. So
Mm-hmm.
the bipolar and schizophrenic, she never let none of that stop her from being
Yeah.
her and never let none of that stop her from like loving people and giving
Right.
advice to people no matter what situation she felt, no matter how like I was watching her videos. I did so many songs with her, so I listened to her songs and it's like and in the way she sings, like she don't release a lot of stuff singing too much, but I got her singing to the maximum of her potential. It's just like, oh my god,
That's
I can't hear her
awesome.
songs right now, like. And it's like I don't understand.
That's
Like Gigi's not gonna be out there and not be doing music. She's not gonna like not be like involved in not calling us and me and my mom and my sisters. We always call, no matter if it's a text, no matter if we get busy in life because it happens. People get
mm-hmm.
busy. We always contact each other, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's via text message and we live 5 minutes away, because we
Right.
always live closer and we always make sure Gigi lived by us.
That's
So
awesome.
it's just weird. Like it doesn't make sense. We don't know like a lot of information, and we don't really didn't know who to ask for help because the people that we thought that were supposed to ask for help, they're asking
They
us
don't.
for information, and they're asking
Right.
us when we're
Yeah. Yep.
giving them stuff, they're acting like it's not as important. And I'm like, hold on, we just found out this that this. You got me on my job. You got me knocking on doors. I'm not leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like
And
nobody.
we're
Then
not
my
supposed
sisters
To our
called.
to
Like
world.
do
my
that.
mom called,
We're not
and
supposed to
it
do
just seemed to like I'm sorry, and then they apologize, and then we looked up this, we looked up that, but it how like I don't understand. Like I don't know what the procedure and they're supposed to do or nothing because that's not what we know. And who expects this to
that.
happen to them? Who
Nobody
expects this to
does.
happen?
Nobody.
And you don't like
Absolutely.
no one knows what to do. And then why this is happening,
Mhm.
rent doesn't stop. The rent man doesn't say, hey, I know
Right.
you're going
Right.
through this. So you have to keep working and still try to find her and still try to search, still raise these
And I
kids.
I have to say this, and the IRS don't either. I owe the
Oh,
IRS so much money, but them bitches cannot get out there and search for my sister or tell me what happened. I have a
yeah.
problem
Mm-hmm.
with that. I owe the
Yep.
IRS so much money. And then to hear, oh, the PBA, the police benevolent, what called me talking about, can you give a donation?
Donation. Get the fuck out of here.
Nigga, what?
Fuck out of
Hell
here.
no.
Mm-mm.
You know what I tell them? When you find my sister, I will give you all the donations that you want. Period. Seriously.
So,
Seriously. I'm sorry. That just
oh, no,
burns
you're
me
so
up
good.
so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
And
So
then
we're
like,
gonna
They
go to
don't give a
Tasha.
fuck.
I want you to know who Tasha is and what she's also going through. Her cousin Matthew Vetrumelli is also missing from Florida, not from Hillsborough County, but from Orlando.
Oh wow.
Okay. I do want to say this as well. Florida is now the third largest state in the nation for missing people. They were number 7 in 2022. In 2023, they became number 3.
That's sad.
Miami being the biggest
Number one
city, for missing people. Hillsborough County being in the top 10.
Oh wow.
But Hillsborough County does not have a missing persons division. Anybody that goes missing in Hillsborough County automatically goes to homicide. Whether they think they're dead or not, they automatically go to homicide. Not cool, especially for us as family members. We're like, a homicide detective.
Oh, you don't even understand when the first time that I figured that out, how we felt, and then there was and they were like, no. I'm like, well, what? And you're so busy with people that you know for sure are been in that situation. They've been killed or whatever the situation is. Where why would you look for my sister when you have other stuff like, there needs to be a division. There definitely needs to be a division. People that this is all you do.
Yep.
Absolutely. Especially when you're in the top 10 of missing persons in the nation.
Yeah, especially when the taxpayers pay
I'm sorry.
We should have a right to say how the police department gets divided.
I'm sorry.
We're paying for their check.
They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about us.
And they don't want to give us any information when you call or anything. I'm sorry I kind of got sidetracked. I'm on my soapbox about Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, but it's not just HCS. Yeah, right. It is Florida, period. So, Tasha, please introduce yourself to Juan and what you're going through.
Hi, Juan. I'm Tasha. I actually have a cousin missing in Orlando. He actually lived in New York, but something happened and he basically ran to Florida type shit. But he was staying in hotels. A couple days before he went missing. He was clean. He was doing good. And one day he just kept calling his mom and his mom and his mom and his brother, saying that he had to get out of Florida. He had to get out of there. And next thing you know, he made his last phone call and just vanished. No one ever heard from him again. Wow. The girlfriend he was with, she had addiction issues too. So she really don't even know what happened. He didn't even have a cell phone. He haven't touched his SSI payments. Nothing. No phone calls, nothing. He's the type of dude that he would ask you. He wouldn't even know. You're like, hey, I just need to use a phone. Can I have a phone? Can I use your phone? You know what I mean? Call anybody, but no one has ever heard from him again.
He wasn't scared to talk to people.
And that's Orange County. He's no one's ever heard from him again. No social media, just gone.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's just me and Tasha. Okay. I'm sorry.
And since
and I was saying that about Juan too, but
yeah, it's kind of coming in and out a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got like full bars on my internet access. That's why I was like, oh. So other people in our group, I mean, you met Brian. You know what? I got to get on my shit and stop saying I say way too much. Way too much. Hey, this is my brother from another mother. Okay, this is Fidencio Menjares, who has a missing daughter, Veronica Reyes Diaz, who is also missing from Hillsborough County.
Oh my God. God bless you, man.
Right.
How you doing?
So what we're doing right now, Fidencio, is we're explaining to Juan who we are and our missing loved ones. So can you talk to him about Veronica?
Well, Veronica disappeared on January 18th of 2020, and our biggest struggle was the law enforcement. You know, they dropped the ball from day one. It took us like 4 months, 4 or 5 months before they actually took it serious. The way they looked at it is she just took off. The husband that notified me till a day and a half after, supposedly she didn't come home. Which, after months of what law enforcement actually did, there were so many red flags that at that point it's really nothing you could do. I mean, 'cause it was too long, and they didn't have concrete evidence. And January of this year actually has become 4 years,
Wow.
and still no answers.
Yeah.
So
Veronica actually went missing. What, 3 weeks?
it
Fidencio.
was 2 weeks before
2 weeks.
fire.
Yeah, 2 weeks before my sister's car was found, and 6 miles away from where my sister's car was found.
Oh my.
Um, yeah. So it's something going on in Hillsborough. And the reason why I'm asking everybody to introduce themselves to you is so not for you to have a bad feeling about finding your sister, but so you can understand that we're all going through the struggle that you're going through.
Oh,
And that's what makes us want to fight so much harder for you. Does that make sense?
yes, it does. It
Okay.
definitely does.
Okay.
I mean,
I can tell you, Fidencio's daughter looks like my sister, and Fidencio's daughter actually looks like they could be sisters.
Wow.
They look, yeah. I might have to pull up some pictures just to let you see. But I, I, I don't know what's going on with Tasha. She's not able to stay on. So let's go back to first. Let's talk about Gigi. And can you please tell us like Gigi's real name, any names that she does go by, any YouTube channels, social media, anything? Can you just let us know a little bit more about Gigi?
Yeah, well, her name is Giselle Colon. She was born in Chicago, Illinois, November 19th, 1983. She loves music, obviously. Her YouTube page, anything Gigi, Queen Gigi, QGS7, anything of that nature, you're gonna find her. And all social media platforms everywhere. You know, she was super active, even when she didn't post a lot. She was commenting on everyone's posts and giving them advice and oh, look at the kid, que lindo, or oh, God bless you, mama, keep moving forward, don't worry about that. Like, so even though she wasn't doing a whole bunch of posts, she was always actively commenting on everybody else's post, actively advising people, you know. So like, then we don't understand how they said that she said she went to California and then her phone just disconnected and then just nobody just giving us no information or nobody trying to like find her, and then the social security office said they can't help us out and give us no information about nothing that has to do with she gets her check every month. So like nothing makes sense and we really don't know who to turn to. We've been trying to look and everybody in my family has done their own thing. Everybody, whether it's together or separately, we're like we've been to my one of my sisters not allowed in the social security office no more
Damn.
because she was going
Okay.
she was going to
That's
talk
what
to
I'm
them.
talking about.
Like everybody like been on it. Like every single person in my family, like not one person has not tried to attempt to do something, and then just calling the cops just became a brick wall where it became slower and slower, and, because of that reason. It was always a brick wall. It was like, you know what, some things you have to do on your own, and then we called friends and families, and it's been even how you guys had people putting out flyers for my sister the other day, and all the way in California. Like that was amazing. Like that's the only way things has really been happening, you know. And my sister, she would not just not call us. She would just
Just
not
like my cousin.
like there's
Mhm.
no way, like no way at all. Like especially like if she's doing something with music or anything, there's no way she's not gonna be like, oh my god, like this is what we've been doing our whole entire life
Right, right,
together
right.
and separately, you know, whatever. Like we just been doing it, you know. So like
Let's
there's
talk about the um first of all, maybe second of all, talk about, excuse me, the text that you received, but before that, talk about what built up to this, to her missing, if anything. If there wasn't anything, please, tell everybody it wasn't anything that built up to it. I think that's very important to talk about.
yeah,
Uh, but if it's anything else and I'm going to be honest with you, Juan, all of us are very honest about what goes on for our family members. I
yeah,
think for me and Tasha, we know the mental health side, we know
Mhm.
the drug addiction side. For Fidencio, Veronica was she was like prim and proper. And
Yeah.
that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. It's not
Yeah.
a bad thing at all.
no, I see what you're saying.
Well,
It
But
just makes the
it's
point,
bad in
you
the way
know?
'cause you're too much. You rely on people too much. You know, you find kindness where there's no kindness. You know,
yeah,
and
Mhm.
I think that was her downfall. You know, when it comes to her husband. I mean, like I said, I mean,
Mhm.
it's just my personal opinion. I think the husband did all of it.
yeah,
You know,
So do I.
yeah.
but
We
So do
but
all
I.
think
facts,
that.
but facts, I have no facts. But
Yeah,
yeah,
of
'cause it's
course.
just my opinion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She just
No,
Well,
relied
we
on it.
all think.
She seen something that nobody else seen.
Yeah, we all think that, Fidencio. And again, we're going to continue to fight for everybody here. We're not going to stop. We're going to continue to do whatever we can do. And that's part of the Missing Struggles mission
Yeah.
statement. Even though
Well,
we're a coalition of family members that have missing persons, we're going to help other people. But in the end, we also want to we also want to solve our cases as well. So
correct.
exactly.
um
Yeah. Well, like to answer your questions, like the first one, like um I wouldn't really say there was nothing that led up to it because we were all like good, and she literally had just went to see a doctor too within that time. That it sometimes every now and then she would have to go see her doctor and stuff. So she just
Mhm.
did that, and we all had her getting our own place. You know, we always visited each other, we always seen each other. Like the last time I seen her, she was just texting me for some food, and I brought her food over. You know, so and then like when my sister seen her walking home from the store, you know what I mean? Everything was good. So like, and she never really was doing no drugs. It's been like 5, 6 years. She wasn't doing no drugs.
That's
She was
awesome.
celibate for 5, 6 years. She had no boyfriend, wasn't talking to
That's a big
nobody.
thing.
She
That's
wasn't
a
Yeah.
huge thing
like
for a
she wasn't
woman.
involved in none of it. Like she was like super into gospel music, doing her schooling on her
Good.
computer. She was doing online schooling, going to get her bachelor's. She was this and family events. That's what she would go to, and then go to the studio, stuff that had to do with her manager and stuff. Like that's Gigi's life in a nutshell. Then she had got the job for a little bit that she was doing a little 20 hours a week, which was real cool for her.
Mhm.
And then she had that job she was getting transferred to the other spot, waiting for it to be finished. So she had stuff going on in her
So
life.
talk about that a little bit. What job and was that in Tampa?
Yeah, she had worked at I think it was a store called Rainbow. I'm not gonna remember the name of it,
Oh, okay.
Yes,
or
yes.
it might be another name. It might be the
No,
I. No, no,
Rainbow.
no.
Rainbow.
If not Rainbow, hold on. It's on. They have one on Florida. I can't think of it, man.
Ross?
No, 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 no. It's on Florida by Waters. Man, I can't. City
That's all
Trend, City
right.
Trend, City Trend,
That's
City
all
Trend.
right.
It was a
City
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 Trend.
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 So
Okay.
boom, she
But
was did
let's talk
got
about that.
that. Yeah,
Talk
she
about
worked there.
where City Trends was. What,
The
like,
one
because
on
that's
Hillsborough. The
important.
one on Hillsborough.
Hillsborough what?
By Lois, I believe, behind the Applebee's.
Okay,
She was
perfect.
there, so like she had they were making us one closer to her house, so
Mhm.
she was getting ready to go to that spot
Mhm.
eventually, you know, and she was graduating from school soon. Like I think it was like that September. She came up missing like
Mhm.
July, and that September she was supposed to graduate from school. Never approached that, never contacted, and she really went into graduate and had high GPA. So that's why there was really nothing that we can say that was leading to just her
Right.
just disappearing like that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? There's no
Mhm.
boyfriend that she was with because she wasn't talking to nobody. She wasn't like she was super into herself, into finding herself, into like getting like she said she used to tell me getting back to her. I want to get
Mhm.
back to me. And then she would dress like her little fly gypsy look. And then you'll go to her house and the TV's full blast with gospel music playing or instrumentals. That's only two things playing. And then she'll come to our house, family events, family parties, stuff like that. And then
Mhm.
from there go home and then come back. Like it was like we didn't see her every single day, of course. Not everyone likes privacy.
Mhm.
She has her own, that's why she has her own place.
Right.
Her
Mhm.
bills were paid 3 months in that. When she disappeared, her light was paid for 3 months in advance. She don't
Mm.
play. My sister budgets her money, her little bit of money, her social security check and her school check. She budgets it to make sure all of her bills are paid for the months that she don't got a lot of money. She don't got to worry
Wait,
about her bills.
wait, stop. I have a question about that.
Yes.
Um, so she got her social security check, she got the school check,
Uh huh.
but she had a mental illness like schizophrenic, and I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that because I have
I
some
know.
Right.
schizophrenics in my family, but
Mhm. So do I.
she had enough in her mind to
Yes.
pay her bills
Mhm.
3 months in
In
advance.
advance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
that's
Yeah, that
that's
shows her stability.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly
that's why we
that.
don't like understand because Gigi's on point. Like no matter what, and she might go through her little spells where it gets overwhelming for her,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and that's when she reaches out, and we routine. We go to coloring book, we go to Ross get jogging pants. We do that, and we take her to the doctor. She stays there for a little bit of time, talks to them, gets back, and then right back at her house, right back at
Okay.
school, right back at boom on the ball. So it's like like we that's one of the main things that we don't understand because we know Gigi, no matter what, she loves these kids, and no matter what, no matter if she would have been, she wasn't, but if she would have been mad at anybody, she would have that would have not took away from her trying to see the
From the
kids
kids, right, right.
because
So
she
I
don't
want
play.
to go
She
back
calls
to
them
this.
these babies because they are her babies. Every
Mhm.
one of them are.
Right. I want to go back to this person. I don't know if you know this person, Star Holbrook. Have you
No, I
ever heard
see.
that name?
I
Have any of you guys
no.
ever heard that name? Okay, so she says that she's an advocate and volunteer. Her organization is People. Oh, I've heard that before.
And
Her organization is People Just Don't Vanish. Yes, yes, I've
Yeah,
heard of
I've
you,
heard of her
Star.
too.
Yes. Anything I can do to help, please let me know.
Mhm.
So after this live, um, Juan, I need you to the pictures, the other pictures that you have of Gigi, I want you to put it on the comments because when you sent us the pictures of Gigi, it was like she has so many facets of her,
Mhm.
the same as Kaya. Like,
Yeah, style.
yeah,
Gigi look
sometimes Kaya
different
looked
every
like
single
he was,
day.
yeah,
Blonde
Kaya,
hair, long hair, curly hair, wig, no wig. Gigi,
yeah,
yeah. Oh my God.
that's
Take a
me.
t-shirt and
You
cut it
just
up and
described
turn it
me in a
into some
nutshell.
fancy thing. And it's like, how did you turn that $6 shirt into some fancy thing like
Okay,
that?
Right.
exactly,
She
exactly.
has many looks, many characteristics, but her
Man,
face, her smile never changes. Her
it's
That's
so
right.
eyes, you can
crazy because
see. And that's why it's so weird that we haven't got people that genuinely was like, oh, I think I've seen her. Because like with friends and family that we've known, one of my friends that he has a lot of people that he knows on the West Coast, and then with the private investigator, with the stuff that they've done, like, and then all the groups that everybody probably on this chat and more
Mm-hmm.
are on. Like, I see them in the same groups for missing people. I'm like, oh, look at my friend, look at my sister, look at my mom, look at my sister, look at my mom, look at. So I see us in the same groups. So for
Awesome.
all of that, for no one to be like, one person to go, oh, I think I've seen her, like that. Like, it's weird because you're not gonna forget Gigi when you see her.
Right.
You're not gonna forget
Yeah.
that you met her, even if she gives you a fake name, and you're gonna know, no, you're Gigi. I could tell because you could
Right.
see her unique. She's really, really pretty, and then her whole swag, and then her whole vibe, and her whole hand motions, and the way she be, and then her singing and her rapping. She's not gonna not sing. She's not
Um,
like,
I'm
there's no way.
I'm gonna put this out there. I have actually reached out to someone that is a producer in Orlando to look at her YouTube, so they can reach out to her because I think that that's the way we're gonna get Gigi back through her music because that's what she loves. That's what she likes. But that's my own opinion, and we're going to continue to do whatever we have to do to find Gigi. uh, let's talk about I want to talk about that last text that you received, and before you start I want you to talk about exactly how you know that that was Gigi. I want you to tell what was actually said in the text. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, please let me know. But I do think it's very important for the listeners to hear. Um, and Fidencio and Natasha, do you guys have anything else to add to that?
No, I just wanted to know, was that like the actual last communication she ever made with anybody? Was that text that she sent to Juan? Like
Yeah,
was she with
and
somebody during the time she disappeared, possibly? Like a friend,
You
you know,
mean
she
as
didn't have a
far as a
boyfriend or anything.
relationship?
well, we
You
only
mean as far
know
as a relationship?
one friend that she had. She didn't really have too many. Even though she knows a lot of people, and we know the whole city, but at that
Right.
she really wasn't talking to too many people. She didn't have a whole bunch of guests at her house. She only had one friend, And then when I got that
You
message,
need to say his name. You need to say his name. Period.
oh yeah, Stash, yeah, she had her only friend that she had was Stash.
What's his real name?
Charles Tillett, I
Right.
think. I don't remember. I'll be
Charles
forgetting
Ryan
his name.
Tillett.
Yeah, Charles
Yes.
Ryan Tillett. Yeah, that.
Listen, guys, all of you that are listening, listen to this name because something is not right about this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh she only has one best friend. He's a male, and he
Mm-hmm.
is actually, and this is public knowledge, he has actually been incarcerated
Yep.
for what's the word?
Trespassing.
Violent crimes. He has been actually incarcerated for violent crimes. Uh-oh. Did we lose one? But
No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm right here.
oh, okay. I still think that's very important. And I don't want to, knock anybody out in the mud or whatever, but this was Gigi's friend, and he has multiple incarcerations for violent crimes. Okay. And when I say violent, that means he did bodily harm to somebody. Okay. Um, and again, so nobody will come back and say, oh, she said that, she said that. It's public knowledge. You
Information.
can
Yeah,
look
it's
it
true.
up. You can look it up. And I think it's important to look it up. He knows something. He knows something. I don't know what he knows. He knows something. I mean, Tasha, what do you feel?
I think he knows something absolutely because if he's supposed to be her best friend and the only person around her that she trusted,
Mhm,
and he's giving Juan or anybody false information or mixing up stories and not wanting to find her and
mhm,
you know missing off of social media platforms, you're guilty as hell. Where the fuck is
mhm.
she? What the fuck did you do? And what the fuck do you know?
Right, right, right. Fidencio, I know you're so quiet, and I know you don't like to
Um,
express.
listening.
I know you don't like to express a lot. Just listening to his case, what do you feel? And
Well, like
again,
you said, I mean,
with
if that was her so-called best friend, you know, and he's not telling the truth or whatever, coming up with information,
Mhm,
I mean, like you say, he's guilty. I mean, just
mhm,
that's personal opinions. We
mhm,
can't, like you
mhm.
said, we can't throw nobody in the mud and under the bus
Right.
without
Right.
knowing facts. But I mean,
The truth
straight
is the
up,
truth. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. And they always say the last person that they were associated with or seen or anything, we need to look into them a little harder. Um, Again, I'll go back to this is public knowledge. Everyone knows this. I'm trying to keep it like
Professional.
professional, but something ain't right about that. And that's my personal opinion. I'm
Hmm.
not going to say that that's
What happened or anything like
right.
that.
Mm, mm, mm.
Truth will
Was
come
he
out
was
though.
he investigated by the police?
Well, they
Who?
supposedly was gonna talk to him, and I'm not sure if they spoke to him or not, or what the situation is. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think if I would, that's what I would have pressed too.
Well,
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy because after, like I said, after 4 months after they actually took my daughter's case serious, uh, I was actually talking to the detective. He was telling
Yeah,
me,
my
they're
sister
doing this, they're
ideally
doing
is
that.
putting comments in the thing too.
I'm
That's my
sorry.
big sister. The ideally on the thing, that's my big sister. Yeah,
Oh,
my mom is on here. That's my big sister, Ideal Santiago. Ideally
that's Gigi's
Santiago.
sister
I
too.
didn't mean to cut you off, brother. I
No, no,
just
no,
mean my
no,
sister
no.
right.
It's okay. We need to know
It's
that.
okay.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gigi's
family.
sister.
Yeah, that's Gigi's sister, and my
Oh
mom is
my
on here too. Lydia's my
god.
mom.
Who is your mom?
Lydia Cruz on here,
Oh my
that's my
god.
mom.
Oh, there she is. Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
Yeah,
Don't start
City
I
that.
Trends.
cry
It was
Don't
very
City
start
Trends.
that.
easily.
She wrote it on there.
She's
I
crazy.
cry really easily. I'm sorry. I do.
No, yeah, like
No, that's,
I'm
I mean,
sorry. I'm
it's
sorry.
sad,
Go
but
ahead.
that's what happens. You got to have
No,
that
it's the
family
truth.
support. Brothers,
everybody
sisters, mothers.
through this whole time, like done something more than 100 times to keep trying. Like I keep sharing everybody, no matter what it was, no matter what. The Hillsborough 22nd one is the one she used to work in, not the one, the Hillsborough one. I thought
What does that mean?
the
What?
City Trends. Remember
The
we are
city
talking about where she
trends?
used to work.
Oh,
I just see the
okay.
messages coming in now.
Listen, we need to get Miss Lydia the link so she can get on. For real. You got it. Share it with her. Get her on here.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll want to get on here like
Oh,
that.
okay.
No,
I understood. Understood.
I'll
A lot
speak
of people
to
don't
her.
like that. I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
Tasha,
What's up?
she'll end up like crying on here.
every time I see you, you have a pen in your hand. And I love it. I love it. You're so the bomb.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, we are going to find Gigi. Period. Listen, uh Tasha will she's the one that's like take notes.
Yeah,
She's going to call people.
something super important to bring
Uh-huh.
up that I think is one of the most important things is When me and my sister went to the Social Security office, the guy mistakenly told us there's no red flag on her and her check is being cashed in another state, but would not tell us what state her check is being cashed. We called for the manager. The manager screamed at the guy for giving us information, said we don't give out no information. And then I kept talking. Then my sister gave me the little sign, kicked me in the leg so I could leave because she said I was getting loud and this, that. And I walked off and she stood there talking for a couple more minutes. They wouldn't give up no information. But some way, somehow, if her check is being cashed somewhere, she is the only person that could change that information. A.
Yeah.
B. If that doesn't mean someone didn't force her to do that.
Right,
Agreed.
right,
Agreed.
right.
So
And
there's different, like, we always, think for the best, but at the same time, we got to look at the situation. And
yeah,
if their money, her check is being cashed, why can't they just follow the check?
because
So,
there's
They're
no
not
red
going to
flag,
tell you. I'm
but
sorry.
what
Go
could
ahead,
happen
Tasha.
is, with Social Security, you could make an account online, literally log in from your phone anywhere, change your direct deposit, change your address, everything.
mm-hmm.
And that
Well,
person could have took your sister's card. So they don't need to physically go to Social Security. And if they have enough information on her, they can call and do that over the phone.
yeah, no, it is
And
true. And
and
then,
when they told you guys there's no red flag, he was trying to help you guys. He's trying to tell you guys, get a red flag, because once you get a red flag on it, it's gonna stop. And if that is her, she gonna be mad and want to know why her money is stopped.
And Tasha, can you just give you a little bit of background about how you know that?
Um, from personal experience, I would
Okay,
say.
we'll keep it at that. But she knows what the hell she's talking about. Okay,
Hmm.
know that. Um, John Sane, who is a PI from Ohio, is asking, is there anyone staying at her place?
Right.
Have you been there to look around for clues?
no,
But let me.
what this been already long time, and when we were there, obviously, when she disappeared and stuff, but she was already like going through a lot of her stuff. She was not even, there was really nothing in her apartment. She didn't have a lot of stuff anyways, and she was already throwing a lot of. It was static. It was static. It was static. Like my sister said, she was going through a lot of stuff in her mind. You know what I mean? So like she was throwing a
Can
lot of
you
her stuff
explain
away.
that though? Let them know, like when she was going through her psychological
Episodes.
ish, yeah,
Yeah.
episodes.
Hmm.
She was throwing everything
People,
away. Everything was
Yes.
right. That's
everything was
it.
static. But she never threw away her laptop to go to school. She never threw away her TV to hear her music, and she never threw away her blanket to sleep, her couch. But she bought a new fit every single day because she bought a fit, threw the one away because it had static, and wore a new fit every single day. She bought a new outfit.
Aw.
So like it was like, and she was going through it. She was, but it was her personal battle that she was
Hmm.
going through. It wasn't no against no one and no one that no, it was her personal battle that she was going through, and she was going through it, and she was in and out the doctors, and we had them one time. They had to make it to where we had to force her to go and all that. But that's what happens when people are
Yeah.
that and they don't want to accept. They see everybody else is not
Yes.
sick
Yeah.
like that or have the situation that they have, because I don't really like saying the word sick because it's not
Right.
sick.
It's
It's the
mm-mm.
situation that they have. And but
Hmm.
at the end of the day, like she was still Gigi and everybody knows it. And and
Hmm.
and we're to the point where you will let Gigi babysit your kids.
Right.
Aw.
And that's how you know she good. Because hey, Gigi gonna watch the kids. We are all right. Peace. And we know that the kids are like, what? I'm staying with Gigi. Okay. They
Aw.
know they about to play games. They about to hang out. It ain't not no PlayStation. They gonna play real games and stuff that she's making up on the fly.
Aw.
But they gonna play some
That's so
games.
cool. That's amazing. That's so amazing. Honestly, that's 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 really cool. Um, Benicio, I know you're like really. So let me tell you one about Fidencio. I love Fidencio like he is my third brother. Um, he does a lot in the background where people don't even know that he's doing what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Also, Fidencio is Spanish speaking. He is on the top of us for black and brown people that are missing. Um, but Fidencio is very quiet with what he does.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he has a missing daughter.
Mm-hmm.
He has a missing daughter. He has a missing daughter. I, 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 I cannot even fathom what he goes through as a dad, as a protector of his family. We can't fathom that.
Yeah, it's true. So
So,
my mom goes through.
so
Mm-hmm.
when
Like
I
this
say
goes
I
through.
respect Fidencio for what Fidencio can call me and say, I think the sky is gray. And you know what? I'm gonna say, you damn right, brother, it's gray. You damn right. Like, this is my brother, and I love him so much. And when he's quiet, he's thinking. He's putting everything together to make it come to a head. So I'm going to ask you, Fidencio. I'm going to put you on the spot, and I know you don't like the spot, but what do you think happened to Gigi?
Well, like I say, I think she got together with the wrong crowd. You know, like her brother said, she was out trying to make music and stuff like that, and they told me to turn to the wrong road.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Lured her or something.
lured
Like,
her to something that broken promises.
Yes.
I mean, it's the harsh, probably the harsh truth, but I mean,
Yeah.
well,
I
other
feel
way you
that
look at it.
we've looked at that too, and we've been like going to the music angle, but
mm-hmm.
like she would have not made a music move without telling her manager, without like telling me more than anybody. Even if she didn't tell her manager, she'll ask me for advice if she should tell him or not. Like that's my little sis. Like and
Mhm.
for both our dreams is yeah. Even though we're not a group and we're separate artists, but we have whoever makes it. It's the same DNA that's gonna win behind it.
Right.
It's the same DNA. So like if it was she had an opportunity to do some music thing, I think that would have been like at least even if it was just to me or my best friend, even just to ask him for advice, like she would have told because it was a music thing, and that's just me knowing my sister. I think more like maybe somebody said they could help her and they lured her because of
Mm-hmm.
her mental state. Maybe
You're right.
somebody said they could
Mm-hmm.
help her get better. Than maybe that type of thing. Maybe
Or
because
church
of
Well,
the
let's
fact
talk
things,
that
the
about that.
her
gospel
goal was
music.
to get back to being
Let's
her.
talk about that. Let's talk about that. What do you think happened to Gigi?
Yeah, that's the only thing that I we could think of. Like maybe like some like somebody that like that just like was like we can help you, we can
Mm-hmm.
help you, da, 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 you know what I'm saying, we can help you get right, and like because whatever someone could tell would have told her
You're right.
that's
You're
gonna
right.
help her, they would like with a ritual or some like santeria or some of this or
Yes.
some
Yes.
whatever,
The
like we
brujas.
can
Yep.
help you, we can, and she'll because she's already like I've taken her to talk to she so and the only thing that I did was to lure her anywhere without somebody said they can her. Because in that there was really nothing, and then when she texted me was like I made a big move. Job interview, I needed to advance on my taxes so I could get a place. And then to never respond back to me when I big brother to her, what are you doing? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Straight, that's a straight brother. Like, ask the right question because that's not what I thought about. I thought about what are you doing? What do you mean you're in California and you made a big move? Doesn't make sense. Like, so, so like, then she's at a job interview, and then I didn't even ask her where or nothing because I was like not thinking that we wasn't gonna talk again.
Right.
And then that was the last time she ever messaged me. And I know she's the only one that ever calls me Beezum. That everybody nickname is Junebug, and she calls me Beezum. She's always called me that, and she spelled it her own way. She texts in small letter, big letter, small, like her own unique way that she texts you when she texts you. That I can see her doing it right now, sitting next to me. Big letter, small letter, like she's fast with it too. Like, so like I know I was talking to my sister, and then she had to have known my number by heart because she said she asked if it was me. So that means she had to have known my number by heart.
Right.
So that means she knows my number now. It's the same number.
Yeah.
Because she didn't text me, hey, what's up, brother? What's up, Beezum? Is this Beezum? She asked if it was me. And the spelling is writing the way she writes. So like it's weird. Like, and then I don't have the messages no more because my phone broke and I had to get the new phone and everything didn't transfer. But the private investigator has all of that in her records because she got all of that a long time ago. You know, so but like it's just weird, and that's like we don't understand. And then the only people that has anything to California to Florida connection is Stash's family. It's and we reached out to all of them.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk
My
about that.
sister said send her the link. I'm gonna send her the link. She'll get on it. She'll get on here with us.
Who is she? Juan. Juan. Juan.
Because I was about to say, if you still have the phone, I can fix it if it's just a screen or something like that.
Okay, I just sent my sister the link so she can get on.
So your sister is this person here?
Yeah, ideally Santiago. That's my big sister.
Santiago.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead. Fidencia, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying, Juan, if you still have that phone, what happened to it?
My old phone, I did the T-Mobile thing. I paid $100 and got this phone, you know, with the insurance.
So you trade it in?
Back. Yeah, you have to send it back.
Oh man.
But like,
what happened to it? Was it the screen?
The whole, I don't know. It was getting hot, and then there was cuts everywhere. It was broken, and the whole phone just like shut down on me at one point. So I had to do the whole insurance thing.
Yeah, because I could have recovered a lot of that stuff for you.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it can still happen. You can still like recover it, even though, right?
Yeah, but the PI has the screenshots of the messages and stuff. All I gotta do is get it from her, and she could provide it to me. You know.
What? How do you say your other sister's name?
Ideally.
Oh, there she is. Oh my gosh, we got her on.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys are gonna make me cry. Like,
don't start that tonight.
You know I do every night. I'm sorry.
Can she hear us? Tell her we can't hear her.
Turn your mic on.
What's her name?
Ideally.
Ideally.
Yeah.
Hi guys. I know I can't. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm on my phone, so I know it's a little off.
You guys are gonna have to ask her questions because you know I'm gonna start crying.
Well, first I just want to thank you guys because this is huge. Like this is bigger than what anybody can think. Like just putting her name out there and just refreshing and having. Hold on a second, Santi. I can hear that doubling. I'm sorry. So my husband's watching on the other phone and it just is not computing. But yeah, so like just the fact that you guys do this alone for anybody is incredible because people just don't do this, and we don't do social media for a good reason. Because when we have things come up, everybody's putting RIP to my sister. People are putting
oh my God,
find her killer when she's not there. So that's why I decided not to do social media, because every time we do, somebody leaves us a message. My brother got some nasty messages about
there's some evil people out there.
Evil people out there.
People.
Right.
And don't let them stop you.
And thank you. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But it's hard. But I appreciate what you guys do because again, being that we can't, I appreciate that you guys are able to just do that. I just wanted to say that up front. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
I want to like interrupt for just a second because we have a person that is asking questions, and there's a lot of questions. Like again, I've never seen this many people like are asking questions and
Good. That is amazing.
right.
That is amazing.
Like
Amazing.
Juan is the shit. We're gonna have
Hell
him
yeah,
in our
Juan.
shit,
It's
right?
a record. We all share.
I'll tell you one thing. I was gonna say that my brother
It's not
is
me.
my brother is right, but it's
But
Gigi.
it's not me.
That's
it's
what it
Gigi.
is. It's her. Like
Everybody loves my sister.
So
And
when
to answer
we
the
find your
question,
sister,
we have a lot
I
of family
want
in
you to
Chicago.
know. No. I need you to listen to me, Juan. Listen.
All right.
Listen. When we find your sister, we're gonna need you on our team. You hear me?
Yes, let's go. I told you I'm willing to help out and help you guys, even find you guys loved ones and anything I could do, even if it's just a simple share a flyer, whatever it
That's
is.
it. That's all we
I'm
need.
with it,
That's all
you
we
know,
need.
because awareness is awareness, and that's just the
Yeah.
best thing to do is keep it out
But
there.
Yeah.
I am sitting here in disbelief as to how many people are actually following, and they have not stopped. We're at 56 minutes. 56 minutes. That's almost an hour. You know where it came from?
Gigi.
the
Yeah.
Lord,
Period.
Jesus.
Period. So I'm just letting you know that we're going to be using your ass going forward. Just letting you know. I hope you know it, and I hope you can be okay with it, because I don't stop. I will call you. I will call you. Period. So
let them answer some of the
I
questions.
do see the question on there that said, "No, we can't hear you, Junior. You got to get out, come back. We can't. You're completely out."
Go ahead and log off, and I'll put you back on.
But it does say Gigi's been away from Chicago, living there for about 30 years. However, she did go back and live there on her own, like for like a year or two. But we have family there. She knows a lot of people there. Yes, she still has huge, deep roots connected in Chicago.
And nobody's seen her in Chicago.
Nobody's seen her.
No
None of the
family is
family
contacted.
None of the family knows where she is. Nobody has seen her. I mean, no, and that's the thing. Like you guys said, how does somebody nowadays disappear from?
They do, girl. They do.
Like it's crazy, especially nowadays. The last thing that the detectives did, and they said this is our last straw, was they were able to get a subpoena for her records of her internet records, and they were able. Anything that we can.
Where'd she go?
Where'd she go?
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here.
sorry.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
This is social media. This is what it does.
Right.
Well, on top of that, I logged in on my phone. I think that's why I use StreamYard on the computer, but not my phone. But
it's all good.
So they got it in. They got the subpoena for her records for the internet to see where was the last internet that she made, and they told us, listen, if we find her this way, this is the last straw, and if she doesn't want us to know where you are, we can't tell you. And we said that's fine. We just want to know.
Right.
That's what they said. Like if she does not want you guys to know where she is, we can't. But we will tell you that we at least found her. Okay, we're like, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
We'll take that, right?
Absolutely.
And then the internet showed nothing. The last thing was exactly June. Here, everything cut off.
What?
No social media, no nothing, no internet access from her at all. None of her emails, nothing. They got a subpoena. They looked up all of that internet because they can check all of that information. They nothing, blank. And then they said the next step would be the FBI. Well, guess what? Because she's over 26, because she has no kids, the FBI doesn't get involved. Even if she has,
they're not going to get involved.
Right. And then so
that's
like
just,
my brother
they're
already
just telling you that to shut you up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My brother already explained. The Social Security office, thank God that gentleman told us that, because that was the only hope that we held on to. She went back again, and the next person said she's active. They didn't tell us out of state, but they said she's active. That was a blessing again. Like, thank you, because at least we know she's getting checks. Like my brother said, though, the negative side says, what if that's not her? But we hold on to hope. We hold on to positive hope
absolutely.
that
You
that
got
is
to.
her. She knows how to
You
manage
got
her
to.
money, and that she's paying somebody somewhere to live somewhere, and for whatever reason she's going through stuff. Because before she went missing, she was going through some things. She was responsible. Everything my brother said is right. Like, yes, that's all Gigi, but she was going through some things. Okay. And the last time I see my sister, I went over there with the police and gave her a big hug because we wanted to do a check. What's that called?
Mental health check?
Yeah, security check. Yeah, mental health check. Like one of those. So the police went with me and I gave her a big hug and she cried. She said, I'm good. I'm good. She was in an empty apartment with just her little music, right? Because she was going through her things. And she said, I'm good. I'm good. And I'll never forget that because like she gave me a hug and she's like, I love you. I'm like, Gigi, you sure? Like, I wanted her to go with them.
Right.
I'm like, go with them. Like, they're going to help you. But because she seemed normal, they won't take her. And the thing is, at the end of the day, I'm not saying my sister was not normal, but she's like sick.
She is normal.
Exactly.
is
But
battling
she
something.
has
That's
mental health problems. Like, it's just a thing that's a real thing that people don't understand.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, she needed the help and she just wouldn't take it. And the cops wouldn't give it to her because to them, you know what they said? Well, why don't you live with one of you guys? Well,
that's Hillsborough County. That's
all of them.
We tried that. All of us did. And my brother, let me tell you something. My brother has been the one. Like, I feel bad and I apologize. And I did my own life about my sister. And I tell her, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I turned my back on you because at the end of the day, I just had my life with my kids. But listen, I say that to say this because my brother never did. And that's why I know. Even her, it would be months that I wouldn't talk to her. So for me, a couple months passed and I'm like, oh, that's normal. But my brother, never. He always took care of her. He always had her back, like sending her Uber, sending her groceries, sending her this, calling her, making sure like my brother was there for her. So for her to not even just talk to my brother, not even one time. And like the holidays, we always knew, like, I feel bad, like that I waited for that, but I always knew that we were going to spend time with my sister on the holidays because that was the time where we spent time with each other. No matter what, the holidays, I could see her not for 6 months, but I knew that the holidays were going to come. Her birthday was her birthday, then my son's birthday, then Thanksgiving, then Christmas, and then King's Day. Like that would be the 3 months, right? And for two years now, we haven't had that. That's not normal.
No, it's not
a normal thing for us.
Where'd she go?
It's gonna keep kicking me out, but I'm just gonna keep talking as it goes. Every time it flashes, I see
keep talking.
But we love you, Gigi. And if you can hear this, that's what I want to tell you. Like, we love you. We're sorry. We just wanted to help you because I feel like she was mad at us because we were trying to get her help. We had to go to the court. My mom and my sister went to the court. They got her probate so that they can get her into a hospital. And I think that she got mad at us for doing that. And I understand, but like, we didn't know what else to do because she'll check herself. She'll check herself into the hospital. But you know how the hospital is. They'll do 1 to 2 days and then they let her go. And she would walk right back, literally, in the few months before she went in. She would walk back to the hospital. We went there with the cops and they told my sister, yeah, she was just here, barefoot and everything. She came out. She was here for 2 days and then they let her go. Like, this is her, right, doing this. And so, you know, we get it. We're sorry that we went down that route, but we didn't know what else to do. So, like, if you're mad at us, Gigi, and you're watching this and you just don't, just let us know you're okay, because we just want to make sure you're not like sleeping under a bridge. And, you know, if you want to live your own life and you don't want to take pills and you want to just handle your thing your way, fine. Right. But just let us know you're all right, because, you know, we feel like our family's broken because of this. Like, we're not the same. And I don't know if we can ever will be without just knowing that she's okay. Like, just knowing that she's all right. And so that's just the biggest thing that we want to make sure, like, we love you, like, that she knows that we're sorry. We love you. I don't know why this gene skipped all of us. This is a mental health thing in our family. And it skipped me, my brother, and it hit her. And I don't know why. And I can't say because God's plan is God's plan. And I can't say, but I'm sorry. And we love you. And we just want you to come home. Like, and if anybody knows anything, and I don't know if Stash has something to do with it, I find it funny too, but I can't blame the guy because I don't know, you know, because the same way my brother was her best friend, so was Stash. So I don't checks are being cashed. I don't know.
It's okay. Keep going.
You know, I'm going to keep going. I don't know what, what could be. All I do is pray to the Lord for the best. And I just ask God every day. Like, nobody prays harder besides my mom. Nobody prays. God, like, take
oh
care
my
of
God,
her.
what is going on?
Yeah, I can log out
It's
and try to
okay.
log back
Keep
in.
going.
It's
It
the
doesn't
phone
matter.
thingy.
Keep going.
It's
Oh
the
my
phone thingy
God.
for sure. I'm on the phone.
It
That's
doesn't
why. But
matter.
I
I
never do
love
StreamYard on the
you.
phone. But
I
at the
don't
end of the
even know
day,
what your
thank
name
you.
is. What's her name?
Thank you.
Like, I need you on our team.
It's ideally.
Ideally.
Man, I'm trying to keep it together. I
My Nina.
for
Listen,
me,
my
I'm
Nina's
the
on.
emotional one.
She's the
And
mom.
His mom's on, Katrina.
The mom's
huh?
on. My Nina's on. She's the mom.
Where?
Hi. I just
Hi.
want to say thank you so
Hello.
much for doing this for my daughter. Thank you, June, for
Oh,
doing
you're
this.
making me
Thank you,
cry.
Ideally. Thank you, Noni. Thank you, everyone.
You're
And if
welcome,
anyone
Mommy.
can help, please, because I know it in my heart that my child will not stay away. She will not stay away. She loves her nephews. She loves her only brother. She loves her sisters, and she loves me. And no matter how much, if she was mad at us, no matter how mad she was, she would not have stayed this long. And I just need my child home. My kids will always be my babies. And if I don't have all five, I'm not me. And until I have her home with us, life is never going to be the same. And I need my child. I need help. And I thank
We're
you
gonna
so
try to do
much.
everything we could do to help you
May
guys.
God bless you today, always, and forever for doing this. Thank you so much. And now I gotta go. I can't do this. How do I get out of
Thank you.
here?
Listen, Nina. I love you, Nina.
I love you. I
We
love
all
you
love you.
all. Okay.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Katrina, I also want to say thank you so much. We've been trying to do this for so long to try to get help and support from other people, and I'm social media illiterate, so it's really hard out there, and
It is.
the mental health in our family, it got me too. We grew up thinking that our family's crazy, and when my cousin went through her episode, it was like, uh-oh, she's the first of our cousins. Who now is crazy, because we grew up thinking that our family is crazy, but we're not crazy.
No,
We're not. You're not crazy.
My cousin lost her ovaries when she was 15 years old, and no doctor ever told her, Mama, you're gonna need help hormonally, because a woman without her ovaries and deals with other things can cause a hormonal dysfunction.
Yeah,
a
correct.
chemical dysfunction. No
Correct.
doctor ever prepared our family for how that was going to impact her. No doctor ever proactively told my cousin, it does not mean you will not become a mother, because there are other ways to be a mom. And no doctor ever did that for her. So when the family were 12, there's 12 of us. When Ideally had her first kid, and my other cousin Crystal had her first kid, and when it hit Gigi that she wasn't next, it hit her like a freaking wave, like a tsunami, that her ability of being a woman and loving the way that she loves, she was never going to have that opportunity. No doctor ever helped her. No doctor. So when she had a meltdown, you know what the doctors did? They labeled her.
Yeah, of course.
Because my grandmother's schizophrenic, my mother's bipolar. So they instantly labeled her, they medicated her, they drugged her. You know what they did? They made my cousin feel worse.
No.
Noni, I love you,
Yeah.
but we're not gonna
Alright.
get into this right now.
What do you want?
My sister and your
No,
sister's
no,
different.
no, stop. Because that's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
We have to put that out there. That is so important. We have to put that out there. It's important. And I
But here's the thing.
understand
Here's the
because
thing,
my
Noni.
sister is the same way. My
Mhm.
sister went
So is
missing.
my cousin.
Listen, exactly. So we understand that.
But listen, Gigi, literally, I seen, and my brother too. She has DID. She has multiple personalities. You can see them when they come out. Like literally, her handwriting, her eyes switch, her voice switches. Like I've dealt with the other personalities.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
before she went missing, she showed up at my house at 4:00 in the morning with no shoes on, a skirt and a t-shirt, talking in Spanish like if she was a man, telling me that my sister just needed a place to sleep, that everything will be taken care of, not to worry, and talking perfect Spanish, which my sister doesn't do. Okay, and this was perfect Spanish.
Yeah.
I experienced that. Like she was literally like a guy from Puerto Rico, the campo, talking to me, telling me my sister just needed a place to sleep and that everything would be okay, not to worry about it, that she's fine. And I didn't know what to do. My husband came out. We're in the sala. We're talking to her. We're like, okay, no worries. You can stay here. She's like, I want to smoke a cigarette. I said, okay, but I was living next to a church and the rules were no smoking in the front. So I said, but you can't smoke in the front. So go right here. Literally within a few minutes, she was gone. And I'm calling my brother like, this is the neighborhood that she does not want to be, because it was Ybor City. And I'm panicking. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what are we going to do? Thank God, 2 hours later, she showed up. My brother found her Uber, was able to track it. She Ubered back to Town and Country. For whatever reason, she left my house at that moment. But the thing is that literally, and I say this because I want to be as real as possible, so that when people confront her or see her or come up to her and she gives them that whole spiel, I want them to know the truth, that she does have PID. She does have a personality disorder. So you might go up to her and say, you're Giselle, and she might tell you something else. Or she might talk to her as a third person, right? She might say as a third person, right? And I want people to know that she does have, I know that doctors label people and this and that, but I see my sister break. Schizophrenia, when you're 23 years old, in your early 20s, your brainwave snap. I looked it up. I researched it when this happened to her. When she showed up at my job shaking her hands, I'm like, what's wrong with my sister? That's another thing that's important to say. She will not stand straight. She's walking like this. She shakes her hands and does movements with her hands and her body. So if you have
that's
You're gonna
what people need
remember
to know.
seeing her.
Right, because people are gonna walk by, they're gonna see, oh, that's not her, because nobody said that she does those things, or she's normal. She doesn't do. No, she does not. She just, you know what I mean? She can have a conversation with you. She's very intellectual. She's very smart. She did go to college. While she had this, she was going for her master's now. Right before she went missing, she was signed up for her master's degree, and the school said, I wondered why she didn't show up, because she signed up in June. And she didn't show up for the class to go to her master's degree. And they thought it was weird because she did so well in her bachelor's, right? Yeah. She was on this dean's list. I took her to her luncheon and everything.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to her graduation in June, me and her. We have, September. We had plans. From April, we had plans to go in September for her graduation. Me and her, we're going to go drive, and it was going to be just an event.
Right. So there's that Gigi that had it together, but then there was that Gigi that doesn't. And again, the only reason I even put it out there, and she could be mad at me for putting her business out there. If you mad, come get me, girl. Come at me. Like, come find me. Okay, Gigi. You my sister, you mad? You mad because I'm putting your business out there? Come find me, girl. Like, at the end of the day, though, it's important to say everything, because if this gets to something where they can see her and they're like, oh, that is the girl. Like, she shaved her head bald. She had beautiful hair, but she shaved her head bald. We just don't have a picture with her head bald. You know what I mean? And my sister's so beautiful. Yes, she's so beautiful. She's like that.
She pulled it off.
Amber Rose, that you could do your head bald. Like me, my big ears and big nose, that would not work. But she's so pretty with her bald head. She looks gorgeous. You know what I mean? She had a little bit of brown that she started getting in the front of her teeth, right? And I think that's just from her not going to the dentist after having beautiful teeth. Just not, taking care of herself, right? Eating the proper things, right? She's a good weight. She wasn't too skinny. She wasn't too big, right? She was looking actually good, nice and curvy. Beautiful skin still. She had gorgeous skin, okay? And bald head. She may have grew out her hair. She wears wigs. She's always had that tan complexion, and she has all those tattoos, which are totally
Yeah.
Yeah, tattoo on her
Noticeable.
face.
you know, yeah, that's what I just said. She likes to wear wigs, and those tattoos are, you know, very, very, where you could find somebody
Now,
Yeah,
really good.
now, what type
noticeable.
of tattoo
Yeah.
does she have on her face?
It's like a tribal thing right here, right, Junior?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's I was telling her
Right
because
here.
she got it around the same time Tyson got his, and I was like, look at you with the Tyson
Yeah.
tattoo.
But it's because she knew that she would never get a job, like a corporate job again, because of her
Right.
situation, and she was always doing her music and wanted to be an
Yeah,
entrepreneur
that was
anyway.
her art.
So that's why she
Everything.
said, "I'm gonna just tattoo my face," and she did. She did like it's like a tribal thing that's over here, in this area.
Okay.
But again,
And
I
she's
love my
got a
sister.
she's got a mic on her hand.
She's got a
Yes,
mic on her
yes,
hand.
Okay.
Mike.
Yeah. So she's moving her hands around a lot. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. She's got 2 ballerinas in the back of her little bows in the back of her calves. She's got
Now,
2. Yeah, they like little
her.
bow, like look like ballerina.
Okay.
Yeah, she
You know,
got
she was
over
born in
40,
November.
50 tattoos.
My mic is muted. Sorry. I think it's important for you guys to share any pictures that you have of her, because I have a person that is going out in California that is going to look for her.
Yep.
And they were like, she has so many different
looks.
Yes.
It's true.
And it's
Again.
harder now. We have a very few, like I have a picture that pulled up when she was kind of looking her roughest probably ever. It was her birthday. And actually Noni Chechi was the one, your brother was the one. I think you were next to her too, but your brother's in the picture, and they were singing her happy birthday, and they had 100 years old on her candles. Remember that?
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
when
I have those.
That was when she looked her rough, and I think that would be a good picture so that they could see the good, and then they could see when she looked her roughest, because we don't know what she looks like right now.
We need everyone on this live, wherever you're listening, to please put in this comments your
any photos you
pictures
have of her.
Gigi. Absolutely.
Please. Any tattoo photos, add those
We have
too.
we have the page Giselle Colon Come Home. On that
Say it
on that
again.
main
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Giselle Colon, please come home.
Come home.
That's the page. Giselle Colon, please come home. On the border, it has a lot of different photos, and we did it that way because we know her different looks.
Right.
And you know, we'll continue to post photos. If you guys could just completely just share the photos, we're gonna post. But share them,
Absolutely.
and let us know which ones we can share for you too, because we appreciate all of you who put this beautiful thing together, that gave us an opportunity, especially for my cousins, to express themselves and how much they miss her, because I'm in Chicago, so I don't feel the void as much as they do. But when I went to visit, it's void. It was broken, you know. So we need to know that Gigi's okay, and we love her, and most importantly, we want her to know that we love her, no matter what it is, no matter the label, no matter the illness, no matter what. We love her, and we want to hug her, we want to dance with her, we want to eat food with her. You know, we miss her.
I gotta go, guys. I'm so sorry. I have work at 7:30.
Okay.
But again, thank
apologize.
you so much for this. This is incredible. I love what you guys are doing. I definitely want to be able to share, or whatever it is, as well, because it's just so important, because people just don't care. Mental health is just not valued. It's not
real.
looked at. All they do is give you pills and send you on your way. That's
Right.
it. They don't realize that it needs therapy, it needs this, it needs that along with it. And it's just such an epidemic that is so bad. And dealing with it firsthand is just one of the things that I've realized. I didn't know what my mom and them went through with her sister or their moms until we've been through this. Now I understand what they went through with, our other family members. But I appreciate you. Again, one last thing, Gigi, I love you with all my heart. G, You're my sister, and we love you and we miss you, and the kids miss you. My son Romani, he says, man, mom, out of nowhere, he'll just be like, I miss Titi Gigi. You know, my nephews, they'll be together and they'll say the same thing. They're like, I miss Titi Gigi. When is she coming back? You know, and so just know that you are loved and you are missed. And if you didn't feel that when you were here, I'm sorry. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart, because I know you didn't feel that when you were here. It's no excuse, and I don't need nobody to say it's all right to me. I have to live with that for the rest of my life. But for now, just know that you are loved, and we do want you home.
Yep.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys.
Listen,
You too. Nice meeting you.
it's nice meeting
Nice
you.
meeting you.
I have to put this out there. I am the most emotional person in our
Jesus.
group, because I am the most emotional person in our group. We have so many strong people that, man, I love my group.
We love you, girl.
We love you, girl. I just met you and I love you. And if I could hug
See?
you, I would.
See? We got you. We got you.
But I hate for people to know that I'm weak in this way.
You're
But
not weak.
You're not weak.
You're not weak.
You're not weak.
Care. You care.
Your heart's too big. That's the problem. You care too much, and you gotta just relax.
It's a sauna for your soul, girl. It's
No,
it's
Kat. I
healing.
mean, Kat, Katrina. To me, this really hit home.
right,
Yeah.
right. You know, she's the same age as Kaya and Veronica, and she's missing from the same
Area. Yep.
Yeah.
That hurts. That hurts.
Yeah.
And to know that I didn't know Juan from Adam. You know what I'm saying? And then his family told him about us
In a whole nother state.
in a
Wow,
whole
that's
other state, in
crazy.
Tennessee.
And I'll be honest, I
In a
never
whole other
seen your
state.
sister's
My
flyer
Titi Kelly
anywhere.
was on here too. Titi Kelly was like, link up with these people. They help people. And then from there, I started conversating with you
Thank you,
guys. We
Titi.
haven't been stopped talking since then. Literally.
You're,
Whether it's Messenger,
you're
my
never
phone,
getting us
phone call.
you're never getting rid of us now, Juan.
No, let's go. Like, she was telling me how y'all want to like make this bigger and make it into the nonprofit and stuff. I want to open my own nonprofit for a rec center for awareness. And I'm already on it. Like, this is one of my goals, you know, to not,
That's
because every
amazing.
kid don't play sports. Yeah, it's gonna be for sports, but it's gonna be other things because every kid don't play sports.
Right.
And when you
Right.
can help a kid and find what their niche is and put them and give them something to do, and that's
Keep
what
them off
happened
the
to a lot of
streets.
us that's gotten in trouble. Yes. Why we got in
Yep.
trouble? We didn't have something to do. Maybe our
Yep.
parents couldn't afford for us. AAU's expensive. And I'll tell you, I'm lucky and my son's lucky he's a good kid and gets good grades. We will not be doing no AAU. That thing is expensive. So a lot
I
of
know.
parents
I've
cannot
seen that.
afford that. You know, so with your nonprofit in mind, I want to merge that together because we can be giving awareness too. Because
Yeah, hell yeah.
that's just like, it just shows people like that a lot of people don't realize that people actually care. And if something like this happens and everyone gets to see like, wow, there's like sorry. And then we were really supposed to do this on the 28th. So she was like, no, we can't wait. We're doing this now,
No,
which
yeah.
is amazing.
Yep.
But I didn't even have time to really market it and inbox and text certain people. Like, this is just off the Facebook. Like, there, however many people were on here, it probably could have been a lot more, you know. And I appreciate it because it's like all these people on here already. It's amazing. And like,
No, we appreciate you because, again, like I said, when I sent you that link, it was like you were on it. Like you were on it like I've never seen a person on it. You were like,
there's
oh
people in
no, I'm
different states on here. It got
right.
shared everywhere. There's people in Detroit, Michigan on here. There's people in
Right.
Chicago on here and Indiana on here. I see the names and comments popping up, and I'm looking, and
Yep.
it's like multiple different states and
Yep.
cities and stuff, and it's amazing. Like, and it's not just for my sister too. It's for you guys, loved ones too, because we're all going through the same thing, and there's a lot of people going through it. Like, and it's like there's no like you blew my mind when you said that they don't have a task force. I
They
like
don't.
They
I
don't.
didn't like I knew that they sent all of them to homicide because I remember when we
Hmm.
called and we found
Mm-hmm.
that out, we were like, what? And then but I didn't that's why. Like how they don't have and it's just assigning a couple cops and saying, here, you do this.
Right.
And
Yeah.
the sad thing about it is they got the money.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they got
They
the
got the
money.
Absolutely.
money.
Yeah.
Hillsborough
Absolutely.
County Sheriffs, they got a lot of money.
Oh
They
yeah,
just
see
need to
them nice
hire
cars
us
they're
and pay
driving
us.
in right now. They got new trucks.
Yeah,
New
exactly.
Right.
SUVs. That things is nice.
Right. Right.
That's where their money goes. Their money don't. They don't care.
Yeah.
You
Child
know,
They don't
crime. So
care.
you know your sheriff. He's married to the family of the 49ers, the owners.
Mm.
So it's all about money. It's all about politics.
Yep. All
They
about
don't
that
care. They
money,
don't give a
honey.
shit about little man.
Like
I'm
for the
Um.
gonna.
most part, like I told my son one time, my son, he was like, what's up? What's up with the Gigi? I said, listen, the same way when our house got broken into, we had to figure out who broke in our house. We're gonna have to figure out and
Mm-hmm.
find it ourselves.
Yep.
Facts.
Same exact way. And he was like, that was the only way I could have got him to really understand it without he's 15. I don't want him to be
Right. Hmm.
negative against the people who are supposed to serve
Police.
and protect him. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
but
want
you
him to
know
be
what?
negative
But you got to
against that. I
protect him
want him
too
to be
from them.
aware, but at the same time, like, and it sucks, that they're growing up like that. Like when I was a young kid, that's what I wanted to be was a cop. Every kid wanted to be a cop as young. There's no kids now that wants to be that.
no, I didn't. I never wanted to
I
be.
didn't. I never liked them cops.
No,
I did.
no, because they're not our
had cousins,
color.
I had
They don't
cousins in
have
Chicago.
our best
Well,
interests at
I
heart.
had family
No.
members in Chicago that were cops, and that they old from the city too. So like I seen them, it was like okay, they're our color, they're real, they were real protecting the neighborhood, being cops in
They're
our
fake.
neighborhood.
No, 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 no. Uh, and and I'm not
This
gonna
back in the days. Nah, I don't know. This Florida
Mm.
stuff is weird.
listen,
Florida stuff always
listen,
been weird.
Juan.
I got a warning
I
when we moved
hate
down here that it was weird out here.
Then
Juan.
why you all
I
saying
hate crying. I am a strong black woman, as they say. I hate crying. I hate
Yeah,
it. But when I talk to you guys,
that? It hits home
you
because
know
she
what I
knows
mean?
exactly how you
when
guys
I talk
feel.
to you
She knows
guys,
Yeah.
exactly how y'all
it
feel.
it 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 hits hard. It hits hard. And I want to make this like perfectly clear. We are not advocating just for black and brown people.
Hmm.
We are advocating for everybody.
Everybody.
You're advocating for the missing.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
everybody that's missing. That's real.
but at the same time, we as black and brown people, we don't get the help that a blonde haired, blue eyed person would get.
Facts.
And
True.
and I don't want to be this organization that people don't understand that we have to put this out there for us. We have to. Because if we don't, people don't understand it. And I do. I cry a lot. I know. I look at Tasha. She already knows I cry a lot. Same.
All right.
I just have a natural high. That's it. It's this.
Same with Benicio. It's like we all have missing persons in this realm, but at the same time, it's so we need help. We need Listen, I'm not gonna talk no more.
Katrina, tell Juan and Amanda here, like I told you, before you even started this group. Remember what I told you? We both have missing loved ones. And now that we added more to the crew, I mean, we're a family, whether we want to accept it or not, because we all have one common goal. To find our loved ones and help others find their loved ones. Because I know what you're going through, Juan, and I know what Katrina's going through.
Yeah, exactly.
So we share that bond.
Right.
So like Katrina told you, you ain't getting rid of us that easy.
No, that's real.
So
that's real. Vice versa. Let's go. Like it's true. Putting awareness out there and all the people that jumped on. I just want to thank everyone. And then whoever sees the replay, answer whatever questions, put the pictures if you have of my sister on there. Like it's amazing. Like it definitely just to see the support and it is crazy. Like what my sister was saying, and that's why they did. Like I've gotten phone calls where the whole send me a Western Union trick. But when I first heard that
be
on the
careful with
phone, I was
that.
just like, oh my God. Like
People are sick.
like if I wasn't street smart and book smart at the same time, I would have gave them every single penny I had.
Yeah.
They would have got
not got your
everything
sister
from
back,
me.
and it's disgusting.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, oh no, this like, and then my neighbor.
It's real. People are doing it.
Yeah, my neighbor, he got on the phone, and then he's like, nah, bro. And then he tells me, he's like, apologize. And it wasn't really, he blessed because he took the phone and was like, no. And he literally didn't let me touch my phone the whole night because they kept calling me. And they were like harassing. And it's like, wow. Like, yeah,
that was the first mistake we did, Juan, too. We put our personal numbers out there and we were getting text messages and stuff. I mean, but the thing is, I mean, it's not like they give you a handbook.
Right.
You got somebody missing here. You go, this way you do it. Cops give us no advice. They give us nothing.
Yeah, so like it makes no sense. Like my family already was like, you can't call the cops no more because I got the Constitution in my phone and I'm the one that's like, according to this law and according to that law, you gotta tell me everything else. And they're like, listen, no, we're not gonna have them people get mad at you. We'll do the calling for them. You do something else. Like everyone, and like, okay, cool. So I won't call the cops no more. I'll go do this over here. You guys do this. I'll give y'all the info and then so they make the calls and it's like. Everybody's on it, like, and it's never gonna stop till I see my sister. Like, I'm gonna see my sister. I'm gonna ask her what's going on. Figure out, even if I have to see her from far, and she's perfectly fine and she's good, and I have to like, walk away, like, but like to know and like even the officer said it. Yeah, this officer said if we find her, we don't automatically tell you where she's at. And I'm like, cool,
true.
Find her. And
Let
if
me
she
know
don't want
something.
to, but you have to tell us that you found her. So we were cool with that. But we've called every, like literally me too. I think I just put Sheriff's Office, California, and called every number that popped up one day, back to back to back. And no one, and they don't have an address to do a wellness check. And I'm like, listen, you got a fax number? I'll fax you a flyer.
Yep.
And they just like want me to give them every single thing, and it's like if I knew it all, I wouldn't be calling you guys. I would be going by myself with my sisters to go handle this. But we don't have access to databases. We don't have access to getting her Social Security account, get into the Social Security, the online thing. You can't just get in there. We've attempted to, of course, we've had, and then with no luck. Forgot password.
And you guys
we
don't
tried
have
that.
her phone, right? You guys don't have her phone?
No, she had her own phone. She had, and then I remember she had lost the phone, and so she lost it in front of the Town and Country Hospital. And I remember somebody called me. They were gonna give it to me, and then they tried to ask for $100 reward, and the phone was worth $5. So I didn't give them no reward because by that time Gigi got a new phone, and Gigi got a new phone with a new number. She didn't just get a new phone that's my sister. Oh, whatever, that's done. She went to Metro and got a whole new phone. $100, whatever the special is. That was the number. that she reached out to me, the last number she reached out, she didn't have that number for long. You know, her
Now,
other
what about her
number,
laptop? Can you guys have access to that or
no,
no?
her laptop, we don't know where it's at, what's going on. The police, I had asked them because I gave her that laptop that I bought it from Rent King. So I asked them if I got the information from Rent King, would they be able to track the laptop? And they was like, no, that there's really nothing we could do. The laptop doesn't. So like that was
What?
like weird.
Did you
Yeah.
Wait,
So
wait,
contact
so
Rec
what?
King? Did you contact Rec King?
I never did because they said not to, but
Try
I've
to do
always
that.
can still can.
Don't
Okay,
listen to the
I'll go.
Yes,
police.
I'll go there tomorrow in the
You go
Uber
above and
because
beyond.
ranking.
absolutely.
I got all my stuff from ranking. I paid it off. They love me, so they'll look out for me any way they
Yeah, see
can.
if there is a
Because
tracker or something on it, they possibly can help. Yeah.
yeah,
You don't know
because
her email address? I mean, there's
yeah,
No.
we'll get together, all of us. We'll off air.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a long
Agreed.
list of email addresses that she had in almost everyone. Like
Agreed.
even some stuff that you guys found. There's a lot of stuff that we found. There was even some stuff that y'all found. That it wasn't stuff that we found that was pretty cool. But it's like, yeah, it's weird how there's no online presence whatsoever. When me and my sister,
Yeah.
this is how we market ourselves
Right,
online.
right.
That's why I have such a social media. Like I'm a
Now,
network marketer when it comes to the credit and it comes to music, it comes to this.
hmm
Like everything I do, I'm trying to get my son NIL. Not trying. I'm getting my son ready to get NIL deals when he goes to college. So I'm building
hmm
his social media platforms. So by the time he gets to college, so for her not to be on social media, like there's no way she's doing anything with
yeah,
music because this is a music thing. Social
Right.
yeah,
media.
Right.
You
yep.
know, there's no way to avoid music without social media nowadays. You just can't. Even if your only social media is YouTube, that's still a social media.
So somebody,
You know,
Kelsey
so like
says, tell them to give you your computer back. Well, get it. They are useless. Uh,
Who? Who?
Kelsey,
They don't know where the laptop is.
yeah, Kelsey, give us a little more information.
yeah,
And listen, I
yeah, they don't
am.
have the computer. Yeah, they never had it.
So,
She probably took it with
so
her or threw it out. We don't know because she was throwing away a lot of her stuff. That was all staticky. Everything was static. Everything was
now
static. Like she was throwing
did
away
you
stuff out my house because it was static.
did you guys check like possibly camera footages and her where she lives,
Yes,
maybe ring
I
doorbells, stuff like
believe.
that?
All right, I believe the officers did something like that, and I know that Seven
Yeah,
Eleven
honey, Juan, they
did.
say that they do that. They don't do that.
Right, right,
And
right,
there's only a certain amount of time these people even have footage locked because
right.
they override it, override it,
Mhm.
override it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah, it all
they
depends
say they do.
it all depends how big of a hard drive they have.
hmm
Yes.
Yep.
So I know in Veronica's, they still had it recorded after 4 months. It was still there.
That's amazing, though. That is amazing
That's
because
Mhm.
most of them don't
really
keep them that
good
long,
because
Wow.
they didn't have that with Kaya.
right? But Matt either. It
Just
Wow.
was
like
gone. That the date
even
was
the
gone.
7-Eleven by her house, everyone knew her there. Like they would ask
Yeah.
us, like, man, what's going on with your sister? Like, so like they were like everybody, no matter where she went, she made friends. She would make food and go behind the Burger King where all the bums and the people that are homeless,
Oh
not bums,
no,
people that are homeless be, and she would give them food. You know what I'm saying? She made food for
you had to
everybody.
watch
Like
yourself in
that's
that
her.
area too.
Yeah, no. With that, she lived right here on Sheldon and Hillsborough in this area, and then she walked all through here all the time. This is her little neighborhood. If she just needed to come to like anywhere, she would call me for an Uber. No hesitation. She know I got her. If she needed to borrow money, she would borrow it from me, pay me back. You know, so like she knew
Oh,
that she knew she had like somebody that she could lean on no matter what. Like yeah, my sisters. If she called my sisters had her back, no matter what. If she called, even if I Dili haven't talked to her for a minute, if she called Dili, Dili had her. If she called my mom had her. And if they was in a situation where they couldn't maybe financially do something, they were like Junior, Gigi might be feeling bad, not wanting to call me, calling them, and it's like, nah, don't feel bad, let's go. So she's
Right.
always had. And she never really asked for too much neither. She didn't.
And um,
So,
yeah.
once in a while, but like not like it was like so
so
it's just weird and none of it makes sense and
it
um
never will. It never will. Let's go to Kelsey.
yeah,
Kelsey says, Has there ever been any confirmed sightings of her in
I
another
don't think
state?
No,
so.
no,
No,
no confirmed
no.
sightings at all. Nowhere. And we
And
have
have
our
you guys
private
checked like
investigator
mental
in
health
California.
hospital?
Huh? Well, my private
Checked
investigator
like
did a whole bunch of stuff, checked a whole bunch of hospitals. She actually even went to a hospital one time because a girl had my sister's name and it didn't even match the age, and she still went just to check,
Yeah.
even though she knew the
Very
age didn't
important.
match. And
Yep.
like one thing from when I met the private investigator through my cousin Angela that was on here, and the lady has been super active, super proactive, super helpful. She hasn't asked for no money except for the little bit of deposit that we gave her 2 years ago. Like, and anything I ask her for, she's on it. She's willing to speak with anybody from our group. Instead, she's already waiting. Like, so, like, she's even had people talk to Stash in Tampa, Florida, all the
good.
way in California, had people run up on him. And she spoke to the dad herself. She spoke to
Oh,
Stash's dad
wow.
herself, ran up on him. So she's super proactive. I really I have like a lot of respect for this lady and like the way she's on it. We've even offered her and asked her, are we running out of money? Do you need more money? And she was like, no, 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 there's not even, we haven't, in her mind, she feels she hasn't done anything, when in our mind, she's done so much.
Right, right, right.
So like that was like one of our concerns with the private investigator thing. We feel like we got blessed with her. She's really, and she even said it. She'll speak to anybody on the three-way phone call with me. You know what I'm saying? And she'll speak to anybody in the group. Because I told her I have this group of people that are helping me out, and they have some questions. Maybe she'll be the only one to answer. So like that's why like I feel like we're really blessed with that. 'Cause I've heard about situations where people continue to ask for money and don't even do nothing
Yeah.
at all.
Mhm. True.
Agreed.
True.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Yep.
Agreed.
Was she the investigator's name? I'm answering Chris Lowe's question. Um, her name is Linda. I forget her last name, but she's actually on my Facebook too. I'll let y'all know the information. This Chris Lowe's one of my good friends, so I'll tell him
Yeah.
because yeah, she comments on my stuff too. She doesn't make herself a stranger. She's always actively
Good.
on my accounts too, on my
That's
Good.
social media
great.
accounts to
That's
where
great.
like
Mhm.
that's why I respect her so much and like some and then
Good.
everybody and anybody, man. I could go through lists of names of people who called people in the West Coast and made phone calls and had people looking um legitimate people, illegitimate people, people in the underworld, people not in the underworld, who
Mhm.
everybody out there with my sister's flyer. Like I've never been to that state ever, and I guarantee those people over there are willing to help me more
Yeah.
than like these officers that are here. And the people in Tampa,
Yep.
we are all like lost, and we're looking in Tampa. No one stopped, and everybody, but we just know that in Tampa, Florida, you know, she would be seen. We went to 4 high schools out here, like, and we moved a lot. We went to a lot of schools. We know a lot of people, Then with the music stuff too, and with the promotions and we know a lot of people. My sister had breast cancer foundation and had people coming and donate her money and putting stuff together in order. Like she always put other people in front. She was very selfless. She is very selfless. She definitely is somebody that loves people. So she's not out there just ignoring people and not communicating. We just can't. Like even if we tried, we just can't.
Right.
I'll be in
Right.
the Uber and I'm talking to the Uber driver like I know them. I just, that's who we are, and we've always had that trait. That's what made us like the entertainment industry ones in the family, and the ones that are not scared to be up there and be out there and really. So that's the only thing that I could think happened. Someone had to entice her that they were gonna help her get better in her situation.
Yep.
Yeah, my private investigator, she's always checking for Jane Doe's in California,
Yep.
Texas, everywhere. She's always randomly looking, she
Mhm.
says, and she always shows me stuff when she does stuff for us. So
Yeah.
like, and I can always ask her, and she'll like, if I told her tomorrow, can you do this again? She'll be like, okay, I'll do it again. She's consistently like, she's on it. Like, she even had people looking in the music industry. I even explained to her because she's like, she's a white lady, and I told her straight up, listen, there's some people They might not talk to you. I said, if you came up to me and my boys, we're not going to talk to you. She goes, I know, I have a staff for that. And she has
Yeah.
people to accommodate and help her for that. And I love that she didn't get offended. And she was like, I know. I have people. So when she sends her team out, she demographically sends her team where people are going to help. You know, so she's like, yeah, it's like she's been a great help. And I definitely, like, I didn't even like she would have been on here with us even just as a watcher visitor, because I didn't even get to my phone messages yet. I let it was shared on Facebook, and I didn't even get to inbox it in the messenger. Like, I was gonna follow all my marketing steps that I know from school and just market this like a product, and that's what I was doing already. You know, I got 2 weeks, but it's cool because they're gonna see
It's
the
okay.
replay, they're
It's
gonna see
okay.
everything,
And we'll
and
keep
and I
sharing
will
it
still be
over
able
and
to share it.
over.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, there's over 2K shares on my sister's picture that I have posted, and I'm like super grateful for that, because like I don't have 2,000 people in my family, even though we're hundreds deep. There's a lot of people out there that are not our DNA blood sharing that, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Sure
You
is.
know, and that needs to happen. Like, not just for my sister, for everybody's missing loved ones, because
Absolutely.
the more we scream awareness and the more we put it out there
Yep.
for people to be able to really realize, like, and you never realize until it happens to you. And I had a friend tell me one time, I was outside and I was buying some food, and I was outside. Can't hear you.
Volume.
Sorry. Roll it back and say it again. Nobody understands it until they go through it for themselves.
It's true. Yeah, it is true.
Yeah.
You don't,
Period.
and then
Like, I don't care if you're white, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Asian.
no matter.
That's what
Yeah,
we
and
go
most
through.
people, when stuff happens to us, like if I'm gonna use like a soldier for example. When stuff happens to a
Right.
soldier, his training kicks in.
Right.
No one has training for this. We don't know how to find people and how to search, because no one's trained for that. Like, we didn't go to school. Like, private investigators have a hard enough job doing it, and they trained for it. So people like us, like,
Absolutely.
we're learning this stuff as we go, and now we're trying to be our own PIs, and then the cops telling us, like, they were doing. One time I called almost every sheriff station around. I was going through one of my things, and then the sheriff in Largo told me she's not missing, she's 40.
Yeah.
And I
Because
said,
that's
there's
how
a
they
missing
see it.
person report on my
God.
sister. You know, I argue with the guy because I was just calling random sheriff's office and acting like, just asking them, like, can you help me find my sister? Like, just see what's up. That's what I'd be doing. It just hits me sometimes, and I just feel like I have to do something. So that day I called every sheriff around my area: Hernando County, Hillsborough County, Pasco County, Pinellas County, because someone told me, I forget, it's like multiple times, just because she's not in Tampa, she might be in the outskirts still. We never know.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though that
Yeah.
message got
Right.
sent to me, somebody could have made her write that message, and she wrote it because verbatim, because she writes it how she
Yes.
writes it.
Yes.
Doesn't mean somebody's not standing
Yes.
next to her. So, like, and that was
Yes.
like, that would make me like not give up the hope that she's still in the state of Florida, because
Agreed.
no one knows except for her telling me. And then that text message, so she didn't even tell me with her
That she's in
voice.
California. Right.
Yeah, I
We
made
need
a
to
big
talk
move.
about
I'm in
that. I don't
California.
think we have talked about that enough. You need to tell the public what Gigi sent to you.
Yeah, well, she wrote me. She asked if it was me, and I'm like, yeah, what's up? And I knew it was her, but I'm like, who's this at first? And then, like, she's like, oh, Gigi, I made a big move. I'm in California or Cali, I think she wrote. I'm at a job interview. I need to see if you can give me an advance on our taxes, because I filed her before. My mother used to file her on the taxes, and then she had me start doing it. So now I filed her on my taxes the year before. She had literally just got, it was our first year doing it together, and she had just got her money. You know, by June, almost all of our tax money's gone. Most of it's gone the first time we get it. You know, so when she's asking me for an advance on our taxes, and then everybody knows in my family, you know, I try to help everybody as much as I can. So no means not now. You know, it doesn't. And I told her straight up, you know, I've just helped all four of you guys. Give me some time. Like, Let me get up like, and then I started. Then I went straight to Big Brother mode. What do you mean you're in California? What do you mean you're not here? What are you talking about? Da, 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 da. And then she was at a job interview, and then she stopped texting me. I figured that she kept her job interview. Then like I just continued to call her after that. It wasn't really too many messages, too much after that, but I wouldn't get no response on the phone calls, and then she wouldn't respond to us, and then all of a sudden the phone was disconnected by the next phone bill. So the phone wasn't even on too long. Then when it's reconnected now, somebody else has the number, and I called Metro,
Oh,
and Metro was like that they since the phone is connected to another number, the number that they couldn't really give too much information, and they couldn't. Da, 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 da. So I guess I called too late. Like, but I didn't think about calling Metro till I heard the. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden the phone
oh,
works and someone else picking up. So I was like super scared. Like, oh my God, hold on. And then so,
Damn.
like
I
it's
called
just
that
that was the
number.
weirdest. That was
I
like the
called
last
that
time
number.
I ever talked to her, I ever contacted her. I ever the number someone else like a Latin family picks up that phone.
I called that number. I called it
I,
yesterday and
I
today.
still call that number sometimes, even though hoping that she picks up and it's not. I don't even say nothing and I just hang up.
Mm-hmm.
oh my
Like I'm just
God.
hoping, and like I don't know why I call it, but I still call it. Like, and it's just we just want,
Nothing wrong with
you
that.
know. And if she's seen this, like if you are seeing this, Gigi, if you do come across this, know that we love you to death, girl, and you know what time it is, and that's just the bottom line. I don't have to say nothing, but you know what time it is. You know. There is no if
Call
and
him,
me and Gigi
Gigi.
when we were little, and my mom had 5 kids. So when we had a 3-bedroom apartment, someone had to share a room. I'm the only son. Me and Gigi shared a room. I slept on the floor, she slept on the bed. When I got referrals, she mastered my mom's signature to sign my referrals for me so I don't get punished. That's my ace. She's my twin, even though we're a year apart.
Cause you rather
Even
die,
though
huh?
she's super dark skinned, and she's still my twin.
That's so crazy.
Like, so that's why it makes no sense that, like, no matter even contacting my sisters, but even just not contacting me, like not contacting nobody, you're not gonna reach out to Mike, which is that's my best friend. Like, she wouldn't reach out to him. Like, out of like, everybody knows he's somebody you could talk to. Like for her not to, it makes no sense. It's weird. Somebody had to entice her to
Mm-hmm.
do something. Somebody, I could help you get better. We can help you.
Yeah.
We can cure you. We can cure you.
Yeah,
It's the
there's
only
some
thing.
crazy, weird motherfuckers out here.
Yep, it's true. But listen, it's
Listen,
been. I have to
I
get ready to get my son's dinner in order because
all right.
I,
Well, you can do
I'm a
all
single
that, and
dad.
you can
This is my routine.
okay. You can do
Thank
all
you
that.
guys so much. We're gonna stay in contact with regardless. I know we're all already been in contact together, you know, and let's just keep moving forward. I know we're talking about doing this news thing and getting these numbers and a little script and having a million people.
Yep.
I've already been telling people, and
Yep.
everybody on here know pretty soon I'm gonna give you guys a number. We're all gonna call these news stations on the same exact day. The
Yep.
more people, the better.
Yep.
All of us are gonna do it. This is the thing that they're gonna put me on. They've done this for their and there's somebody in the group too that they've helped find their family member already. That
Mm-hmm.
she was in California
Yeah,
posting a
that was
flyer for
Estrella.
Gigi. So like
Mm-hmm.
what the awareness works. The awareness
Yes.
Yeah, we're
works
gonna
for
we're gonna
everyone.
send her out there, and she's gonna post flyers and stuff. I think this week or
Yeah,
next week.
thank you.
So
And
we'll
I
get her
thank
out
all
there.
you guys. I'm gonna get to my son and get him right. It's 8 o'clock, and he gotta start getting ready for school and stuff. And he'll
Agreed.
end up just there eating a bowl of cereal for dinner, and I go and let him do that.
But I need you, Juan.
Yes.
I may be calling you in 2.2 seconds to get information that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, call me. Call me. I'll talk to you while I'm in the kitchen. You don't have to throw my little earphones on.
Okay.
All right. God
All right.
bless y'all. God bless
All right. You go
everybody.
You
ahead
too,
and hang up.
everybody.
One.
Go ahead and hang up, Juan. We're gonna. I think we need to talk.
Okay.
Us.
All
All
right.
right.
God bless y'all.
Bye,
Thank you
Juan.
so much. Bye bye.
You're welcome, Juan.
Whew. Listen, guys, I cried too too easily. I need y'all to help me with that shit because
Well, we're not there to snap you out of it.
I know, but you can, bitch.
Gotta go over and pull your hair and tell you to stop.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Somebody's got to cry.
I need that help from y'all. Sometimes, like, man.
No, Trina, like I said, that really hit home though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially once his mama showed up and
Right, and the sister and the cousin. That's just sad. That's just sad. That
I mean, like I said, it took me back to point one with my daughter. You know, how all my family got together and we did what we had to do, and you know, it really hit home.
Yeah.
I mean, I was over here trying to hold back tears, and you know, I couldn't.
And that's what means so much for me with you, Fenicio, because I'm a woman. We are what's the word I want to say? We are emotional creatures.
Well, men can't be emotional.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
A real man cries and a real man
Hell
feels.
yeah, tell her about that. Tell her.
That's my
That's
personal opinion. Me as a woman, I think that it's. Did you hear what he said?
All right, stop it. You want someone to be mean? Stop that shit. You gotta love her though, man. You gotta love Katrina.
I
She's
think we have
always
to
there
take a
for
trip up there
everybody.
and set her straight, don't we?
Yeah. In the code.
It was actually she's coming down here in a couple of weeks, so
Oh,
Yeah.
you are.
yeah. I'll track her down. I'll find her.
I just don't understand why people don't understand why we need them and why we need. I don't understand why people don't understand that we are a we're not the crazy ones. We are the ones that have. I don't even know how to explain it.
We're the ones that have the person that is missing. A lot of people do not, so they don't understand the situation a lot of people are in. Especially being a father and I'm a mother. I cannot even just imagine
I
my
could
child
not
not knowing who my
imagine.
child is. It's just honestly, I think that's the worst. The worst the mother and the father's like.
Natasha, when you asked me to share that with you earlier today, and I was looking for it, and I found it, and I heard it on the way home from work. It went right back, took me right back to then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
it just brought back tears and that was just an emotional mess.
Yeah.
Because I
but
mean, you're pretty much you reliving, you know, everything
Yeah.
over again. And you know, and that's where Katrina comes. That's what Katrina's so emotional because she knows what she went through. She knows what I'm going through. She knows what you're going through. You know,
And
so
now this new family is just
exactly. You know, Katrina's so soft hearted. You know, she feels the emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody's what everybody's going through.
Yeah.
man, I try and suck that shit up like so much because I don't like looking weak. I don't
You're
like
not
it.
weak.
It's
It
not
doesn't
weakness.
make you weak, man. That does not
It's not
make you weak.
weakness.
You look everything that you do. Look at you started all this. If it wasn't for you, there would be no missing struggle.
If she was
At
weak, she wouldn't be
all.
doing this.
At all, girl. When
But
everybody turned on me, I didn't know you from a bat out of hell. You stuck up for me, and I've been standing by you from the second we met. And I'll continue to stand by each and every one on this panel. Everybody. Because we were all there for each other when nobody was.
Yep.
And we still are.
Listen, I want you guys to understand that I love y'all so much.
We love you too.
Like I've never had any camaraderie like me and you guys have. And I am not Puerto Rican. I am not Mexican. I'm not any of that. But when push came to shove and it was Fidencio that reached out to me and he said, "Sister is somebody." He says, "Sister, this is somebody that is gonna help us find them."
Yeah, there is. There is. There's going to be someone, believe me. Or it might be just one of us. You never know. Because we work hard each and every day from the second we wake up to the second we go to sleep. Even if I wake up in the middle of the night to do something, I'm working on something with us.
It was such a connection with me and him that Fenicio, I will always look at you as my brother. And we're not even, you can't be my brother because you're too old to be my brother.
Oh, stop.
Really?
Yes. But I love you so much. I love you so much.
Actually, I think you're older than I am, but we're not going to go there.
I am older than you. I'm older than all of y'all asses. Benicio, I cannot ever put the relationship that I have with you next to anybody.
Like I said, Kat, we both have a lot of things in common when it comes to our loves. And I knew somebody was, like I told you before, I try to get a hold of, parents and
Yeah. I hate crying. I don't like this shit.
Well, maybe you should just relax and while you're off, take a nice hot bath and drink a glass of wine or something and just relax.
take a shot of hot sauce. You forget about it.
Yeah.
Fidencio,
Mm.
I need to let you understand that I love you so much. I love you so much. Even when I was going through what I was going through, I didn't know who you were.
Some weirdo.
I didn't know you.
Like I said, I'm glad.
When I actually came about what we were going through, I reached out to you. I felt more closer to you than anybody that I've ever met. And I
Oh,
don't even know why, because you have a wife and a girlfriend and all that.
my
But
wife
it's
and a
not like
and a
that.
girlfriend. What? I got two.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Oh, I'm hoping they don't find out.
I
I
know,
got a
right?
wife and a girlfriend.
Oh my God. But I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm going to tell you, if anybody that I ever come in contact with does not understand that my brother from another mother, they can kick rocks.
She
This is
said
my
kick
brother.
rocks.
I love you so much. Fidencio, I love you so much.
Love you too, Cat.
And I thank you so much for everything that I love you. I love you so much.
Like I told you from day one, anytime you want to talk, you have a number.
Yeah. I just want you to know we may look different, but I love you so much.
Why I got more grade than you do? What?
I love you, man. I love you. I don't want to talk to you no more. Let's talk to Tasha.
Well, how rude are you?
Oh my God. I need a snot rag.
Tasha, you're out of Orlando, right?
No, I'm in New York.
Oh, New York, way up there.
Yeah,
Your
up in the
brother,
code.
yeah, he come out missing from Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember, Cat? I went to Orlando because they told us Kaya was there, Veronica was there.
Yep. Yep.
I went up there. I mean, it was a bad part of Orlando too. Drugs and
Yes.
I mean, like I said, I done stuff that the police wouldn't even do.
Yeah,
Right.
that's sad. That's
I
sad that you
bet
even have to do it.
exactly.
But I do the same thing for any one of you guys. Any one of them, I would do the same thing.
Ugh. Whew. I got.
But we got to get a trip going so we can get to
Listen,
Florida
I
and
got
for
boogers.
everybody.
I got boogers.
Don't pick up a
That ain't
camera.
no
What's
boogers.
wrong with you?
I'm kidding. Kidding. Sorry.
You're down your own personal time.
I am so ready to be in the presence of you guys.
Everybody's far away from Florida.
But
The
it
sun's
doesn't
not
matter.
big.
I'm gonna be down there for my birthday. I'll be down there for March 26th to April 1st. I'll be in Florida. I love you guys.
We love you, man. We do.
To the 28th. You ain't coming in on the weekend?
Yeah, my birthday's the 28th.
You coming when?
I'm coming on the 27th to the 1st.
Oh, 27th to the 1st. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the holidays too.
What's the holidays?
Isn't Easter?
31st is Easter.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
What the?
Well, you better have some Easter dinner somewhere.
No, I'm trying to get me some. I ain't even gonna tell y'all.
Yeah, you can tell me that later.
Right? Oh my gosh! Oh yes. Yes. My sister Tasha understands, but my brother.
I'm
But
trying not to. I'm trying not
Right.
to.
You don't want to deal with that shit, girl.
no, you don't.
I'm trying not to understand.
It's okay. I will come there and I will absolutely call you.
Yeah, we got to get a date set in stone, even if it's a weekend, 3-4 days.
Agreed.
We all go to Florida. We pick every day. One day we could be in Orlando. I know most people are missing in Hillsborough County, and the
Right.
rest of the days in Hillsborough County, and get on foot, start looking, talking to people,
Agreed.
Actually, Orlando for me is like 45 minutes.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I think
Mhm.
that's where we need to. I would love to start there. Absolutely.
We all got to
Where
work together and figure something out, because I know
yeah,
Juan works. I got a life. You know my situation. I don't need to put it out in the air. You
Agreed.
got a job. So we have to figure it out, and we got to come. We're not going to wait until the Missiversary next year. We're not doing that.
Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agree. I think that's really, really important. But I also think that with that, we need to make sure that everyone's going to be there at the Missiversary in yeah. I'm gonna make sure that all of us are there, no matter what.
where we're doing it, Hawaii.
Huh?
Where we're doing it at?
We're gonna do it in New York with Tasha.
New York, the Big Apple.
I'm so excited. Yes. Yes. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to do it. I cannot wait. Oh, I cannot wait. I'm excited. Tosh. 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 Yeah. All right. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Check it out.
I gotta get up like 6 o'clock. So
I gotta get up at 4 o'clock.
look at my brother from another mother. I love my brother.
I'm ready for a haircut. I'll tell you that.
No, you cannot have. No, you can't do that.
You do realize how it takes when I get up in the morning. My hair's like,
Right.
oh,
But you know what?
it's
You know what? You know what Veronica said?
mm-hmm. Well, that's why I ain't cut it yet.
You can't cut it.
Actually, I got a picture on my desk.
Mm.
Yep.
I love you, Fidencio. You are so strong. You
Well, remember, Kat, I told you I went on vacation like a year after Veronica disappeared. When Yellowstone, I found peace. I mean, I'm not saying I found peace. Don't mean I forgot. I'm forgetting.
right, of
That
course.
doesn't mean I'm throwing it out in the cold.
Right.
I'm still pushing. I'm still struggling. And say this is what it is. But you got to find your inner peace. That's what I did.
How do you do that?
It's reality, Kat. I mean, you got to face. You got to face reality. I mean, there's you cannot change things that you cannot control.
Right. Agreed.
You
Absolutely.
can't control it. So I mean, you gotta find your peace. I mean, it's
But
and
you're so
that's
good at
that's one thing I've always preached about to my wife is she worries about stuff she cannot control, and I'm like, why you stress yourself over something you cannot change. And when you can change, there's no need to worry about it because you can change it.
I understand. I
You
guess.
know, and especially it's hard for me for the fact that I've always been a controlling one. I've always liked to have control of things in life. But I accept the fact that I can't control this. You know, I gotta face it. There's nothing I can do.
I would have never in a million years thought that about you. Ever.
About what?
That you always felt that you were the controlling one.
Yeah, I always felt like I have to have control of everything in life. You know, that's why I left my parents' house when I was 16. Because my dad pretty much told me my house, my rules, and I didn't want to be controlled, so I left. You know, I wanted to have control myself.
So do you feel like, and I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable in any way, but do you think that what you saying that made Veronica feel different?
If she knows what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, Veronica, let me tell you something about Veronica. She's very warm-hearted, soft-hearted, you know. And when she knew there was something bothering me, it would kill her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was like, "Dad, what's bothering you? Why you're sad? Why are you crying? Why, you know?" And she would want that for me.
Mm-hmm.
So and like I told you before, you know, after a year after she disappeared, my whole life was unraveling.
Right.
You know, me and my girlfriend, I was split up, and it was just, and I just became so dark. You know, I just had this dark soul.
Right.
It was just eating me alive. And that's why at the end of the day, I decided to leave Florida, leave where my problems are at. You know, find inner peace outside from where my problems were at. Thank God I found what I was looking for.
And that's why I love you so much. Man, we can put the feelings that we have out there in the public, and they will never understand that it's not a what's the word I'm going to say? It's not a sexual or emotion. Well, it is emotional, but the bond that I have with you, I can never, ever understand anybody not understanding me and your relationship. I mean, I can't. I love you so much.
Go to remember, Katrina. I mean, even though you didn't tell me the bold truth when me and you met, you know, the problems you were having, you know, with after your father, and then your sister, and then, you know, you just had all these issues that I wasn't aware about till later on, you know, and in reality, back when I was a teenager, I actually helped 3 people from committing suicide.
Oh,
You know, I had talked them out of it, and it's nothing to glow about. You know,
no,
like,
it is.
you know, I did this, I did that, but you know, it made me feel like I had a purpose.
Right.
You know,
You did.
Even though I was very stubborn and very idiotic when it came to school, you know, because I wasn't one person for school. But, you know, and in reality, I wanted to grow up, be a psychiatrist, you know, some kind of counselor or psychiatrist or something. Because I even had, like I said, when I was at that age, I even had 30-year-old people, 40-year-old people. You know, as soon as they would talk to me, they would just lay out their problems.
Right.
And they would be like, I don't know why I'm telling you this. You're only a kid.
Right.
You know? And I guess it was just my aura, you know, the way I put myself out there to people.
Agreed.
And that's why I wanted to be a counselor or you know, some type of help for people. You know.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
I'm sorry. I hate when when we're talking to people, whether it's by myself or whether we're talking to people.
Well, I
Man,
mean, it's good, Cat. Though it's good for the purpose. I mean, I'm not saying it's good for the show or whatever, but they know they're not talking to someone fake.
right,
You know, they're talking to a real person who's been through the same stuff they're going through.
right, right.
You know, so it's not like that. It's a bad thing. It's you're being real.
Yeah,
You know, and that's what people want. They want someone who's gonna be real with them and show them the emotions that they're going through. You know, everybody's emotional.
I'm
Yeah, like
especially
like I said, when
emotional.
they were there talking, and mother showed up. You seen me do this, and I mean, I had tears going down my face. I mean, it's you know, I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and boo hoo hoo and you know take napkins out and
But
make it obvious.
those two, you are and I don't know who I was talking to before, but you're a man. You are not a you're not an emotional person like
Says who?
we are.
Says who?
But but at the same time,
Katrina.
that's not
Katrina.
wrong.
Katrina. I cry at movies. You
I
know
don't.
why? You know why? You know why? You know why I cry at movies?
I
Because
don't.
when I watch movies, especially like family movies, and something happens, I put myself in there. I put myself as my kids, as my family. That could be my mother. That could be my father. You know, and that's the way when I watch movies, that's where I see it. You know, I mean, my girlfriend has to see me cry when I watch a movie because I sit there kind of, but you know, everybody's emotional. That's just women. You know, some men try to act tough, but it is what it is. No,
But
no
I've
man,
never met
no man can sit there and say he never cries. Every man cries.
it, and I agree with that. But at the same time, I don't. Benicio, when my dad taught me about life, I understood it. I totally understood it. But my dad's dead and gone, and
Mm-hmm.
he put me in situations that I will understand, and I will always and forever feel like you. I will always and forever feel like you're my brother. Period.
You know, I feel honored. I do feel honored.
And I never met you until somebody brought us together. But at the same time, we have
Veronica and Kaya brought us together.
right. Right.
So I reached out to you on Facebook. I told you I wasn't gonna give up. I told you the more of us there is, the louder our voices are.
And you made
And
that happen. You made
no,
it happen.
no, you made it happen, God.
What?
You made it happen.
What?
I threw the seed in there.
You really feel that way?
I feel like after you sitting there, you grew it. You blossomed. You
Wow.
blossomed with the show, Cat. You did.
Wow. 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 I never thought that ever. I never thought that. Because I
I'm
know I
like,
could do it without you guys.
well, I mean, like you said, you brought Natasha in, right?
Yes. Yep.
You brought Natasha
Yep.
in. You always seem to find people who missing families, and you bring them
Yeah.
on the show. You know, you're the core of the mission struggle. You are. You this is your happening. Like I said, I just threw a seat in there. And it's flourished because of you. You know, I give you full credit.
You know, y'all always say that shit. And I'm gonna be a sailor and talk about this shit all day. Y'all always say that, but at the same time, I cannot do this without you.
No, which means okay, you flourish the show to where it's at. Okay. And like you say, well, you can't do it without us. Okay, we're your backbone. We're here to support.
Absolutely.
We're here to support and be, hold you up.
Absolutely.
You know, because you say you can't do it by yourself.
I can't.
You need some support, some guidance, something. You know, so as you said it yourself before, we are the mission struggle.
Right.
You know, and hopefully now that we have Juan in there, now it grows. It flourishes to a garden. But it starts with Katrina.
No, you're
You're the one who made this happen, Kat. You are stronger than what you think you are. You're the one who started this show. You're the one that started the whole thing. I mean, I like I said, I threw an idea in your head, and then from there you just went with it.
I can never ever do anything without y'all. I can't.
Now that we all there together, but you started this.
You really think so? No,
I,
like for real. Honestly, you really feel that way?
I do. Honestly, I do. Like I say, you are stronger than what you think you are. You have more. You have more potential to do what you're doing.
Wow.
You've gotten all these other people, advocates involved. You've done that.
No, we did that. We did that.
Who found them out? You're always out there, Katrina. Okay, which I still don't comprehend how you do it. You work a full-time job. You still got time for this show. You still got time to talk to everybody. I know I'm not very active in Messenger because
No.
I'm working all day long. I jump in and I read some messages, but I'm working nonstop. I work outside. It's dirty and nasty, and I'm not supposed to have a phone on me, so I cannot keep up. I don't know how you do it. I don't get it.
With
Natasha, I think she works from home. I don't know, but you all have this timer, and you keep it going. You have willpower.
what?
You do, Kat.
I don't feel that way. Mm,
And even last time I talked to what was her name from Vero Beach. I can't remember her name, but fan.
uh, uh, um, not Kelsey, but shit. Yeah, her.
No, not Kelsey.
Not
Her,
Kelsey,
her
but
friend.
um,
She even told me herself. She's like, I don't know how Katrina does it.
what?
She told me herself. She's like, I don't know how she does it. She works a full-time job. She's always active with this, and on top of that, she has a sister who's missing, and she still has the power, energy to do what
What?
she does.
Wow.
I'm telling
Wow.
you, you're an amazing person. I've heard it. I've heard it from other people. I ain't the only one saying it. I've heard it from other people.
That's so wow. Wow.
I mean, it's no different, than the old saying goes. It takes a village to raise a child. Which in this instance, it takes all of us to keep this going. But I believe, and I'm pretty sure Natasha would agree with me if she was still on. You're the core.
What?
You're the core of the show.
I really, really wish that I felt that. And I'm just saying that because I need to be doing so much more.
No, you do a lot. I mean,
It's crazy.
did
How y'all feel about that?
do you ever go watch the show again?
No, I never ever watch the shows that I'm in
You,
ever.
you need to watch it from outside the box. From not being you, just watch it from outside the box, outside your
Yeah.
pig-headed head. Yeah. And like I said, the way I see it, the way Juan probably sees it today too, you take charge. Hey, answer me this, answer me that, do this or that, or whatever. You're in charge.
What? Wow. Okay.
That's it. You watch some of the old episodes.
Okay. I'll try that. I'll try it.
We go on there. You introduce everybody. So and so. I mean, you're on it. I would say like one of your girlfriends would say, "You're on it, girl."
I love you. I love you. I fucking love you. You already. Oh. You know what? Somebody told me I cuss too much on our lives. Fuck them.
Well, I mean, if you do it in the wording where you're showing
love. It's all love.
No, that you're showing emotion. It's an emotional, like you're pissed off. That's the word you come up with. Like f you or whatever. I mean, because you're that's where you feeling.
Yeah.
So like how many times I want to say on there when we're live, fuck the police, because that's the way I feel.
Fuck them. Yes.
I mean, that's exactly how I feel.
Absolutely. And I think we'll all agree with that.
I mean,
love you so much. Do you know? Listen, I don't know who's still on this live, and I'm just gonna let you know how I met my brother from another mother. This is absolutely my brother. Man, this is my brother. This is
yeah, but like I said, Kat, I mean, you're amazing.
no. Listen, so when Kaya went missing, I had no idea what to do. Kaya went missing 2 weeks before Veronica went missing. And we're gonna talk about Veronica, who is I'm sorry, I gotta get myself together. So Kaya went missing 2 weeks before Veronica. No, after Veronica went missing. I'm sorry. So so when Veronica went missing, exactly what date?
The 18th of January, 2020.
Okay. And that was the last time that you or anybody in the family actually saw her missing, right?
Well, when was the last time we saw her missing? Well, I had spoke to her that Thursday. So I stopped by her house to talk to her.
Mm.
And she went out that Friday, and like I said, I didn't find out till Sunday afternoon.
That's
the biggest red flag if I have never seen a red flag.
absolutely
You know,
exactly what I was
and
going to say.
that's why I said the cops dropped the ball from day one.
And they have dropped the ball on all of our families that have been missing. And I know people look at me and they look at you, Venancio, and we may talk about Veronica and we may talk about Kaya, and as much as they look alike, they have their own, what's the word I want to say? They have their own, okay, but we as family members of the missing, they may look alike, they may share a lot of what's the word I'm going to say? Help me. They may share a lot of
Likeness.
yes. They may share all that, but at the same time, it's like people don't understand missing people.
Well, like I said, it's something that everybody does. I know I've done it. You know, before my daughter come up missing, Veronica she went missing. You know, you see it, okay, it's just another one missing. There's another one missing. You know, and you don't take it serious and too hard until it hits home. You know, which it's sad. You know, I myself guilty of doing it. You know, people do that, but you know,
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard, and for us as, again, people of color, we have that stigma, if that makes sense, that we're not supposed to be weak. We're supposed to be the strong ones in the family. We are supposed to be the people that, I'm just going to tell the truth. Like, I never thought that being depressed was normal. I just never did.
No, it's just a lot of people don't take it serious. It's sickness.
Yeah, agreed. But again, we're gonna make it happen. I cannot continue to be sad and cry and all that.
I told you, you have to accept what's happened, and you have to accept the fact that there's nothing you can do to change it. All you can do is continue with the show and hope and pray somebody sees it and
Right.
says something. You can't change. You can't.
You are
Can't control things from
amazing.
Hmm?
I just want you to know that I love you. I'll never stop loving you, and you, my dog, all day.
So I get a dog biscuit.
Absolutely. I love you so much. But we need to go to bed, and we gotta go to work tomorrow, and yeah. I love you so much. I do.
I got to work in the rain all day tomorrow.
Me too.
That's all right.
Not cool, but we're gonna make it. I just want you to know, brother. That's my brother. He might look like he's not my brother. But that's
I'm a little Chinese, right?
I love you so much, Fenicio, and then we'll talk later. Okay?
All right, so all right.
Bye.
Bye.